it's all mostly just shit where you're tired, where Zeph is doing the shit that Zeph does.
I have to be very honest and clear with you about that. I had literally no idea who Zeph was prior to the month of November. And that's when Liz came to me, and what she basically said to me was, "Oh, you're doing alt-right videos. Can I join in?" And I said, "Yeah, okay. I've known you for 2 years." And I invited her into my server. And then she was like, "Oh, yeah, but can I bring my boyfriend?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." That's how I got to know Zeph. And I am not joking when I said that Zeph at one point literally said that he wanted to make biology videos himself.
Oh, I know. I heard that he said crazy shit. I was around Liz Reptile and Zeph for like fucking a month when I first started doing all this shit. I did a stream with you during that time, but it was fucking forever ago.
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh shit, you're fucking bright.
I see just an orange fucking box, Bishop. Stop. It hurts.
Yeah, hold up. Let me see if I can fix that real quick.
Is that your webcam or something else?
It's an app I use sometimes for work.
Where's my fucking sunglasses?
People have been saying that I've been running ops these past 7 months. The truth is, I got a fucking construction job.
Oh.
That's what I'm doing now. Like, I'm preparing real life shit.
Are you doing like houses or doing roads and shit?
Right now, I'm pretty much moving bricks in a pond I'm building for someone.
Nice. That's what everybody always like. They're all like, "Well, you should go do something in the fucking real world," and then I don't know. It ends up fucking. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yep.
I would say there isn't that much that's been fucking said that you've been doing in the past like few months until like here like 2 or 3 weeks ago with the thing with Ruin. Or that's not even 2 or 3 weeks ago. That's almost like 4 days ago. I got no concept of time. I'm sorry.
No problem. That entire story is actually quite funny. Yeah. Fuck. Where do I start? I was approached by a journalist like not too long ago. And the journalist asked me about my interactions with Braving Ruin. And to my surprise, the journalist knew Braving Ruin's real name.
Oh, they already had it.
They already had it, yeah. So basically, I got together with David Sharrett, and we decided to warn Braving Ruin. And Braving Ruin took that information, ran with it, and claimed that I gave his real name to a journalist. But the true story is kind of... It's so ridiculous. Just take a wild guess where the journalist got Braving Ruin's real name.
A person or place?
It's a person.
All right, Zeph.
Nope.
No? Okay. Fuck, then I'm almost watched because like I don't know much about most of the players.
I think you might gonna laugh. He got it from Braving Ruin.
He got his what?
He literally had a conversation with Braving Ruin, and Braving Ruin gave him his real name.
Huh. Did he know it was a fucking journalist he was talking to?
I'll say that at the time, no, because I talk with this person. He's a little bit. He didn't know Ruin didn't know at the time because they were still talking regularly. But Ruin found out, blocked the guy, and still has him blocked and never tried to talk to him. And the funny thing, the journalist was actually going to warn him before Kraut and Schrat decided to attempt to warn Ruin themselves. Reason I know is because I told him maybe you should warn the guy. Maybe that'd be the right thing to do, but he spurred out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, all right, just easiest way to put it, he fucked himself.
The easiest way to put it otherwise is also the journalist. Like I told the journalist that this will, if he writes this piece, everyone is going to blame it on me. The journalist is even willing to go on your guys' streams when you do your drama streams when all this shit goes down and explain himself. Like his reasoning for writing his article on Braving Ruin is literally because he thinks it's funny. Because Braving Ruin is North African. His dad is North African. And he wants to write a piece along the lines of the African white nationalist.
That still sounds funny. I'm sorry to laugh about that.
Sounds very vicey. That does sound very vicey.
It's not Vice.
Okay. I was just saying that sounds like a Vice. That sounds like one of those fucking Vice headlines.
It's funny you mention Vice. It's really funny that you mention Vice.
Oh, wow. What happened with Vice?
Have you seen any evidence of me doxing anyone? Just wondering.
Fucking. It's been a minute. All right, it's been a good minute. The line that you said that always stuck with me was when you said that you would turn into a fucking monster.
I made that apology because someone had called my mother at 2 a.m, told her I had committed suicide, and that she needs to come and pick up my corpse.
Wait,
I wanted people to leave my family alone. That's why I made my apology.
Huh.
So people called my mum, told her I'd committed suicide. People sent shit to my home. Braving Ruin put my fucking address out there. I don't know why everyone keeps overlooking that.
Braving Ruin threw your address out.
Yep. Doesn't matter. I don't live there anymore. Thank fuck.
Still the chance. Like did he know that at the time? Like, you throw somebody's address out, it's probably because you think they're there.
Well, he put my address out there, and then when he realized that I don't have the screen caps at hand. When he realized that he put my address out there, he contacted me in DMs. And then he said, he made me a sleazy little offer, which was, okay, I'm willing to make a public statement apologizing for putting your address out there. But you have to make a public statement that I never called you a doxer. That's an offer he made me.
Mm-hmm.
But for the record, he did say that it was accidentally, that he put your address out there.
Well, that's the thing. When he said he didn't know that he put my address out there, he said he didn't even know what was in the leaks that he put out there. That's a fascinating part.
Which I can't buy, because I saw was Stream of Guardian, King of Pole, of course, King of Pole. And a couple other people. Yeah, a couple people were on it. It's gone now because his archives channel's nuked. Funny. The Guardian said, we're going to scrub these leaks for a second to go through them, comb them out, make sure sensitive material's not going to be thrown in there on the public. And lo and behold, someone's mother got called about his upcoming suicide.
Yeah, the thing is, the point I wanted to get to is, can you guess who were the first people who contacted me when Braving Ruin claimed that I was doxing the entire alt-right?
I'd be on it. I don't even know where all these battle lines are drawn. Like, it's very hard for me to navigate.
Mainstream media journalists contacted me. Those were the first people to contact me after Braving Ruin made his leaks. They wanted those docs. I didn't have anything to give them. That's the funniest part about this entire story. Because they wanted those docs of all these alt-righters that I was supposedly gathering, and I couldn't give them anything. Because first off, I wouldn't give them anything, and secondly, I didn't fucking have anything. I mean, some of the leaks, Larry actually looked at them as well. Some of the leaks were literally me playing video games with a friend. They secretly recorded me playing Company of Heroes 2.
Not a terrible game.
Yep.
Why are they? What? With it's all just kind of trying to fashion things into meaning that you were this. They had to paint you a certain way, is what you're saying, because they're doing that. If they're doing this stuff, they're putting out your address and stuff to flip it over and say that you're doxing everyone just because of a political affiliation. That saves them.
Pretty much, I guess. I mean, that's the narrative with which they run in the end. But I have to point to one thing which is true. Like, I lied to Sargon. That's one thing I did. And I already went to Sargon and I broadcasted his conversation with me behind his back to other people. I was dishonest with him, and I already talked with him about it and had to apologize to him.
Did you do it because you didn't trust him, or you didn't trust? Like, what was it that you didn't trust that you did that with?
The explanation is partially ridiculous.
I'm gonna say this though. Zeph was whispering in your ear at the time, man. I
remember hearing that.
What we were doing were we had this thing where we were figuring out how to respond to JF, and we were discussing, should we make a response video to him or should we stream it? And in case of streaming, none of the biologists in the server wanted to go on a live stream. None. and we discussed this concept of ear whispering, which would have been, I go on the stream, debate JF, but the biologists listen to the stream and whisper in my ear the correct responses, more or less. And the other thing I have to admit to is I did look into Coach Red Pill. And I'm going to underline this. I regret fucking nothing on that front.
From what I've heard of Coach Red, but it's a way different thing than with like most people. And the fucker was on the news and shit like that.
I can also prove that on DMs. The guy, when I found out that the guy's a crook, a criminal fraud who defrauded people out of money, who literally tried to blackmail someone out of £9,000.
That was the guy with the website, right?
Yep, exactly. When I found that shit out, what I did was I went to YouTubers that I knew and warned them about him. To be more precise, YouTubers who I knew were in contact with him. I went from YouTuber to YouTuber to YouTuber. I'm not going to reveal who it was. Maybe they will come forward in the future and say it.
Yeah, you went to warn people about his fucking, the weird shyster.
That he's a scam. That he's scum and a scam artist, and that he will defraud you out of money if you trust him. And I will admit to one thing that I did, which is, well, there's two things.
This is like the third thing, bud. Come on.
Yeah. There's more things to that. Like one of the things. Okay, I got the Coach Red Pill information. I went from YouTuber to YouTuber.
I want you to, like, for real. I'm not recording any of this. Like I'm just talking to you. And it's fucking. It's weird enough that like I'm talking. If I did record, I wouldn't know what to fucking do with it. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's fine. That's the kind of shit that Zeph and Braving Ruin do.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I did then was, and that's where it gets stupid. I warned Braving Ruin about Coach Red Pill because I can prove it with my DMs that I gave this. I had Braving Ruin blocked at the time, but I gave the information to someone who knew Braving Ruin.
You passed it to him.
Yep, and told him, be careful, this guy's a fraud, basically. And my guess is that Braving Ruin saw that and smelled an opportunity to brand me a doxer, whatever. But the other mistake I made was I gave it to another person and told them to give that information to Metica. Yeah. So.
Well, Jim told everybody to be careful of CRP like way back. So your message probably did end up landing with him at least.
Hmm.
And what's weird is that he would take said message, even though he warns us about CRP, and then with the main narrative of his video, pretend that was just the most egregious shit in the world.
Just to confirm, though, Kraut, you never intended for this private information, at least his name, to go public. Did you?
I can't say that. I can't say that because you
were giving it to people out of warning.
No, I have to admit to one thing. I was hoping that Jim would make a video on him and expose him for fraud. I was hoping that.
Huh.
I was really hoping that I actually edged the person to who I gave the information on Coach Red Pill was the Guardian 002. And I pretty much told him, can you take this to Jim and get Jim to make a video on him, basically.
Well, no, that's a far cry from, posting it on a private forum, on a trolling forum, and just, giving that information to someone who would make a video, who would take precautions to not reveal something that's like messed up.
See, this is it doesn't seem wrong. This seems like a very, very likely chain of events. What makes it weird is, of course, like people who you have informed, they would omit certain parts of information, go with the other parts of information in order to turn you into a bad guy. Now, why would they do that? I'm not saying that I don't believe they do that. I'm just saying, why are they doing that to you in particular?
Because Braving Ruin has a grudge against me ever since I drove him off YouTube a year ago.
He says the same thing. Like, he says that you have a grudge against him because he put you off of YouTube. Did you put him off of YouTube first?
Yep, a year ago. Didn't you know about the Edgy Sphinx channel and why some people call him Edgy Sphinx?
I heard that was his old name. Think I'd seen like a video or two like way back, but like I don't even watch that kind of stuff on YouTube. Like I saw some of you guys' videos, but it would be like scanning. Most of the time I'm watching bullshit.
Yeah, well, I drove him off YouTube a year ago.
Huh.
And he came back with a grudge determined to drive me off.
How did you drive him off? What was it?
Exposed him. He was lying to us. Like he was he was an alt-righter back then, but he made liberal YouTube videos. Like he was pretending to be a liberal YouTuber. And he was literally bragging on Reddit about how he was actually an alt-righter who had infiltrated the liberal community and I'm slowly converting them to Nazism.
Huh.
He literally bragged about that on Reddit.
That's the archive there in chat.
Because you can read it from Reddit.
This is so fucking like.
Yeah, it's fucking too.
Yeah, this is very
LARPy.
espionage. LARPy that's a good word for it.
It's ridiculous. More importantly, because it's on the internet. I'm playing spy games on the YouTube. Yes, it's just go away.
Hashtag no gay ops.
Well, not only that is that people actually bought that deal, and they relied on the fact that they thought that Edgy was a liberal, a nice liberal and listened to his videos for that because of that, and him just turning around and saying I fooled you all along is just something that like I don't think anyone should ever trust a guy after seeing that.
Yeah.
It's a shit show, isn't it?
It's also why I hate.
Not just that. This is everything just being It all sounds like what they said. Just the other. With the names flipped almost because they said like originally you were kind of you put out some kind of conservative things, then you go on a thing against the alt-right, and that's why you and them like this is almost the same story.
I was never a conservative YouTuber. I don't know where that idea comes from. Did they really say that I was a conservative YouTuber once?
Well, like you were doing more like conservative stuff, and then I'm trying to. Goddamn, it's been a while since I heard this story. All right,
if I can explain it, I think you were doing like World War I, World War II, like commentary videos.
Yeah, and the show with Naked Ape, and
in their mind that makes you more conservative because of the military.
I guess that's what it fucking was.
I say like that's how they're trying to spin that. Yeah.
I think they say I'm conservative. I never fucking talk about politics.
Yeah, you're fucking white supremacists.
You know how like American politics work though. Like if you spend any time with like any like conservative American side, and I spend a lot of them because I'm actually an American conservative. There's always this part of the culture is to never punch right. So they kind of want to ascribe that to YouTuber, and they see a YouTuber make a couple videos against mass immigration, and they believe that they're in that conservative bracket. So when they see them punching right, it kind of
that's good enough.
It's a mindfuck.
Yeah.
No, I could buy that. Like I do remember those like the anti-immigration videos. That's very likely the kind of shit that they're like, okay, we like Kraut, and then you say something they don't like, so now they don't like it. Okay, that makes sense.
From my understanding, you want to know about what we recently had to do with Zeph, our recent dealings with Zeph, more or less.
I wasn't trying. I don't want to try to like pull anything out of you. It's just if I will hear it out because I have a strange feeling that it does sound like there's some fuckery afoot.
Well, basically, you know who Robin Geffing is?
Oh God, yes. Yeah, I know who Robin Geffing is.
Yeah, Robin Geffing had this genius idea after Zeph fucked me. Was like because he has a soft spot for Liz, and he basically wanted to moderate a call between me and Liz and Zeph. There's a negotiate peace, and what happened was, like, I basically told Zeph I'm off YouTube. I don't want to continue this bullshit anymore. And Zeph secretly recorded that call. Of course, he edited that call to make me say something I didn't even say. We can prove that the secret recording is edited, and he ran off to
Ruin. That's what Ruin handed off to everyone.
No. That was only a few weeks ago. He joined the anime mafia, and what they're trying to do is they basically edited the recording to make me implicate Sargon. They basically tried to take down Sargon, and from what it looks like, Zoom Zeph and JF worked together on this for the sole purpose of fucking over Sargon. He even sent me a DM, and I couldn't believe the DM when I read it, which was pretty much, "Hey, we will help you come back to YouTube if you fuck over Sargon." We sent all of this to El Ariachi, everything we're talking about.
What is the problem with? I thought that fucking like Sargon before was like that would be one that would be needed to get things to move, get the fucking needle to move or whatever.
I do not know why these people have such a hate boner for Sargon. I believe it's because he succeeds where they fail.
Okay, I buy that. Yeah.
He created a real life offline movement. They can only dream of that. Whenever they march somewhere.
They can't draw fucking 15 people to their live streams. Okay. If they look at Sargon and they see someone who definitely does things that they could never fucking achieve, I can get down on that easily. That makes sense.
It's my explanation. It's not necessarily the truth. It's just my explanation.
No,
I have to underline that.
I've seen bits of things that like Liz has said since all this happened. Like when she tried to come back to YouTube as the Queen of Hearts and got busted out because she accidentally used the wrong profile answering something. And then cried in her Discord server about how she had spent months trying to create that personality. Like they want to be things on YouTube. They want to have followings. They want to be this. Like as much as they sit there and yell about how much they hate e-celebs, they fucking wish they could grow up one day and be e-celebs. It's a very weird thing. I don't know how much of that is the motivation and how much of it is like the shit that, like some of this shit with the, oh God. All the like everything going wrong, everything going south. You said that Zeph fucked you, like Zeph flipped on you. When did that happen? Like, when did it go from you and Zeph were talking and in the server to everything gets fucked, and then you're not
basically when he started tweeting drama bullshit about us. And first, what he did was contact everyone who was in my server and said, "Oh, this is just Kraut using you." And everyone was like, "What the fuck? What are you even talking about?" And then he started tweeting drama bullshit about, "Oh, Kraut is doing this horrible thing, blah, blah, blah."
When the Medicare video was coming out and he did that stream about how he was vindicated.
Yeah.
He was trying to save his neck at your expense.
Not just that, he pretty much fucked over every person in our server. Like he secretly recorded all of us. He has 20 hours of secret recordings of us, which were mostly useless because we didn't really do. A lot of the time we were just shooting the shit. He probably literally recorded us playing video games as well and shit like that. And the other thing where Seth fucked me was going to JF, approaching JF, and offering me this sleazy, disgusting deal. This, if you fuck over Sargon, we'll allow you back on YouTube. With Zoom. Like, I don't know much about Zoom, but besides that, people tell me to stay the fuck away from him.
No, he's a psycho. Very likely about to be in a penitentiary. Yeah, you should probably stay away from him.
Or in prison.
Yeah.
I'm more actually looking forward to questions that you may have.
Well, like you say, when you said that, you never doxed anyone, you didn't do it. It was, you gave the caveat of you looked into Coach Red Pill, but again, that would be the situation. It's a unique situation for Coach Red Pill where you almost have to avoid his information, is what I've heard.
I think you need to talk with El Rariachi about Coach Red Pill, or at least to the extent that El Rariachi is capable of telling you some of that stuff.
This does not go out to the public, but a while ago I actually did check into who he was, and that's not even his name. Nothing about him is real. Like I don't go public with it, but he's a complete fraud and he has a criminal background. He's an actual con man.
Oh, fuck.
But I don't go out in public. But one thing you should enjoy when you see his name, he says his name is Gonzalo Lira, which actually means George Money. It's like a fake name. He's not from Chile. He's not from Argentina, wherever he claims. He's from Iowa.
Iowa.
He's like Iowa, and he's actually his heritage is the Mediterranean. We'll say close to a boot. But that's about
He's Jewish, isn't he?
Coach Red parentheses. Okay.
Oh God, damn.
He doesn't speak Spanish.
Yeah,
Everything about him is fake.
I had a conversation with him, a private conversation with him, and I tried speaking Spanish with him, and he couldn't. He tried to deflect back.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, I've actually seen him do that on streams. He can't even like say like, "How are you doing today?"
He did that with failure.
Mm.
All right. So he can't go around as Jewish because of how everybody acts. Like everybody finds out you're Jewish, they give you so much shit.
He was one of the reasons. Like, I already told you that I went off YouTube because my family got doxxed and threatened, and etc. etc. And one of the reasons why I kept looking into him, etc., was when I left YouTube, he sent a threat into my direction. He was dumb enough to have it recorded, where he says, if you come back to YouTube, we will do more to your family. And we have 3 women who will accuse you of rape if you come back to YouTube. And we don't care if the allegations are false, if the accusations are false, because we just want to take you down and torture you. We just want to make sure you don't come back. And I've spent quite a long time together with Black Knight basically trying to find out who is this we that he was talking about. We also have a secret recording that we made of I don't know if Rari actually had the time to listen to it. One of
Rari, just Rari. Just call me Rari. The name is terrible. Yeah.
No problem. We also have a secret recording of Aiden where she threatens me shortly, even before the drama, basically saying, if you continue making videos on the alt-right, we will fuck you up. We will fuck you over. And I'm still trying to figure out who this we is.
Like, is that a recording or a video or like a live stream?
We gave everything to Rachi. Everything.
Really?
Everything we got.
Achi is a new one. I don't hate Achi.
I've heard El Rakanucci, but that's usually they come up with like different names. I'm El Sorry Achi about my name. It was not a branding thing.
El Sorry Achi. Goddamn.
It's a good trademark, though. I can tell you that.
All of
You're
that.
just kissing ass because of the accent. I know you. I know how you people think.
All that stuff is real, by the way. All of it is real. We gave it all to El Ariachi or whatever.
Rary. Just call me Rary. Like a
We're never going to get off of that train.
No.
No. And you can look at all of that if you want.
I'll give you. Can I give him a Discord link? Tonka, would you like to see a Discord link? Where they have everything stationed that you can't pass around, but would you like a link to my Discord with the info?
We also found a fake server.
A fake server. What does that mean? A fake?
Okay,
server?
No. We found a server
Kraut,
run.
Let me explain. You know, because I am the secret recon spook. Okay, so
what?
Yes, they're having fun. Yes.
Yeah. So what happened with the Anime Mafia? Basically, around the time the Ruin drama started going on, there's a server called the Bannered Mare, which is also stationed with Roach Red Scam, a couple Anime Mafia guys. So I saw this server, said, wait, Kraut doxing Discord, let me click. Oh, wait, they have someone with Kraut's name in picture, Sargon's name in picture, V's name in picture, Baker Alaska's name in picture. Oh, wait, they got your fake information there, Tonka. Oh, wait, they got Joachim's potential information now in the server. Uncensored. Okay. They're doing some ops in this server, and I'm not going to be a part of it.
They're creating fake Kraut leaks.
Oh, and Zeph's most likely in that server as well.
They tried to. I know about that. All right. I try not to fucking bury him, but I wouldn't buckle and do any of the shit that these people wanted because I didn't care about any of the shit. And Failure and Andy buckled to pressure. And when they did, they went for a meeting with Zoom and King of Pole and all these people in the Bannered Mayor server.
That's why they're still in there. Okay.
That's why I fucking stopped dealing with. I dog cuss them. That's why.
You should know that through looking into this, we also know for certain that these are the guys who flagged your streams, and we can prove it.
Yeah, Ralph.
Oh, I had caught that. They're fucking idiots. They made it way too obvious.
Yeah, I managed to piece that part out. I think one of my subs, Caesar the Ape, I think we both share subs, and like I kind of like looked through all that drama. Like I had first row seats through all that drama, and I actually gotta tell you, like I think we have a couple of views on Twitter, but that's a lot of respect, Tonka. You didn't bow out for that pressure.
You're gonna have a hard time getting me to buckle to things. That's just the thing. I would have talked to you guys before. I know why you wouldn't talk to me because I had just showed up and I'm a prick. Like
I'll be frank with you and very honest. I didn't want to deal with anyone on YouTube 7 months ago because these people had found my mother and were threatening my mother. And that's one of the reasons also why I didn't want to talk to you. The guy who literally sent images of knives to my mother is a moderator on your channel.
Who?
What's his name? Ebola Cereal.
Ebola Cereal is disturbed.
Oh yeah, probably no shit. Just so you would know, like, it's not like I know him or anything, but I used to just fucking, when I first started, I just gave everybody fucking wrenches, and I got to where I didn't give anybody wrenches.
Yeah, so, I was told that recently, so I don't really hold it against you, but like,
no, I
you have to understand.
Though. You look
a couple
at
of months ago, I thought you were in league with this guy.
No, that's fair. Oh, you look at situations, you assess it, you make a judgment call. It's that I get. Like he's being shitty. I definitely get that.
Basically, when Rory was contacted us, I finally fucking got the name right. We were.
Nice try.
Fuck me. Yeah, we were still in the process of gathering the evidence together, and then right now we're basically deciding what to do. If I should make a video, if I should just ignore it, or something else. Like the base goal was basically reached. Braving Ruin is no longer on YouTube, but we didn't even have to do anything for it. I just wish I could expose him for the fucking liar he is.
All right, then what is... Or he's not on YouTube anymore, but he's still around.
He's lurking.
He ain't just lurking. He is waiting. You know, you don't lurk and make sure that your presence is still known. You're waiting.
Yeah.
So you think he's waiting for my video?
I don't know if he's waiting for something, or he's doing something. Like if you're lurking, don't nobody know you're here. If you're waiting, people know. Like this is waiting. He's waiting for something to take place. That makes me want. You come and you say this stuff about the Sargon thing going down with like Zoom and JF and Zeph and this shit. All right, what would say that maybe fucking like Ruin wouldn't be in on it? I know that Ruin had a fucking end with that strawman guy who was trying to lick your IPs. I know that was happening. That's when I kind of started thinking hard.
Oh god,
I didn't know Strowman was trying to get my IP.
He admitted to it.
Yeah,
my IP
it on air on my stream when he was talking to V.
Yeah, he caved immediately. I remember that.
You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, that was weird. That was when things switched where I went from thinking it was like, okay, so Kraut's doing this doc today, blah, 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 blah. And then the more that started, it got kind of gross because I was like, okay, wait a second. If it's a counter punch, then is it the same? If it's like, what are they doing? If they're acting like Kraut's the fucking worst person in the world, but then at the same time they would be doing this, what does that fucking mean?
So someone slaps you, then you run to grab a fucking chair, hit them. Yeah. That's what.
After that, you will probably notice I don't talk much about the fucking.
I can tell you, like I can point out the specific lies by Braving Ruin. Like they went on a podcast when all this drama started. This is like I was literally about to go make a live stream on my video when all this drama was still going on to just shit on them. But before my family got dogs. But I had a guy on my server called Mycroft Holmes. Don't know if you ever encountered him.
He's made some very great screenshots for some people. Yeah, I assume you know.
There's a lot of almost depressing. Well, not depressing. Depressing for Kraut. Me, fuck him. There's a reason why I don't like him now.
Yeah, well, I still have a soft spot for him because he and me have been friends for like 2 years, and we still want to meet up and shit like that. But anyway, I wanted to make a video on my channel. Like, there's this alt-right conspiracy theory that the concentration camps were not real because they were all built by the Russians as propaganda tools. Yeah. And Mycroft's grandfather was in the 101st Airborne. I don't know if you know what that is.
It's pretty big fucking deal. I know that.
Yeah, and he was a veteran of D-Day, Operation Market Garden, etc., etc.
He was there.
Yeah, he was all there. And he also took part in the liberation of Dachau, of the concentration camp. So basically, I just wanted to make a video how stupid this conspiracy theory is. And sure, like, yeah, look here. You can even very easily find a guy on the internet who can prove that all of this was real. And Edgy knew this because he had the leaks. The Guardian knew this because he had the leaks. They both knew that Mycroft was basically in my server to tell the story of his grandfather. That was it. That was literally all that Mycroft was in the server for. But Edgy went on a stream and claimed that Mycroft was the guy gathering all the doxes of alt writers. That's how much they lied. They literally smeared a fucking World War II veteran.
Why?
That's the extent to which they went.
Okay, why would the Guardian go that route? Because I know that guy is like all kinds of very.
It's mystery to me. Guardian is still a mystery to me.
Him flipping on you is still a mystery. Like you don't know why that happened.
I have a theory. He's trying to cover his ass because he's the reason why the Coach Repo stuff got on Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, he is but it's a little more of that.
He admitted that though. I know he admitted that shit.
He could control King of Pole. He couldn't. But the problem with the Guardian, he fucked up when it came to Kraut's address. He fucked up with the narrative being spun because he didn't have control over it. If he had control over these retarded hound dogs about he's an evil doxer, it wouldn't have been this crazy. It just went overblown. But he fucked up, so he just ran with it.
You know the Guardian's still around, right?
Oh, I know. I hate him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know. I can understand what he. Here's the thing that's the guy who he's talked to me a lot, and I've fucking questioned him a lot. I can't tell with a lot of stuff on him why he gives this but he doesn't give this, and he gives this but he doesn't give this. And he's giving me evidence that Leo Pirate doxes people, but I told I wouldn't put it out because
he's a fucking laughing squill. That's why he's a fucking laughing stupid.
He's wrong.
Why is he choosing the people he's choosing? Like, why did he flip on you?
Well, that with Kraut, I don't know. But here's some history of the Guardian. He was friends with King of Pole ever since Gamergate. Really, really close. They were both on Kiwi Farms. Like when King of Pole packed his shit and left after that event. So did the Squirrel. They're really close. They talk a lot. He's even pissed at Jim for revealing everything about Queen of Pole there, singing about Danny in the shower. Okay.
Yeah. What?
It
runs deep, man. Like, oh,
how?
See what I was telling you about, like everything. I was telling you, like, there's so much stuff. Like, went to a pack. Like, I was so tired and everything. Like, look at all this.
But everybody, when something happens, instead of just being like, okay, I'm gonna fuck that guy. I'm gonna go fucking go with that guy. Instead, everybody just kind of seems like they back off and they formulate weird plans.
Yeah.
Well, on the internet, for most people, so like Guardian, Ruin, there's a trend here: reputation, name,
literally saying they're fucking detectives all the time.
Yeah, because for example, when the Guardian was running around with like even Thomas Ellison, he twisted his arm essentially by the enemy mafia, so for him not go as hard on him and King of Pole. But Ellison was right.
Ellison wasn't wrong about anything, and that's what's annoying. Like Ellison showed it. He's like, man, they embarrassed me, but I swear to God, I'm not wrong.
He was right about everything 2,000%, because it's even worse now.
No, he handed me everything. Like I have pages, and like he gave me this fucking folder. I think it's the folder that he gave that Joaquin guy before the gym thing.
Oh, funny thing about
pages and pages.
Because this is why I'm sorry, Craig. Each time you mentioned Mycroft, my fucking blood boils. Okay.
Oh, you're good.
I was ready because he's. How much can I say about Mycroft? Fuck it. This is not even.
I think you can say everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I won't repeat it. You have my word. I won't repeat anything. And I know it's the fucking internet, but like I'm not fucking internet. My word means something. Like I could fuck up a lot of people right now. Like I could blow it. Like Andy and Failure, I can make look really shitty.
The short story is he's a cuck. That's basically the short story.
He was
Mycroft or Joaquin?
Mycroft.
Which one?
Mycroft. Okay. We'll get to Joaquin House size at the end. He was friends with Ruin just all the time, trying to convert his sweet little air back to conservatism, right? It wasn't working, mainly because Kraut told me for 7 months when he was gone, Ruin started a server just to shit on Kraut and run gay ops against him. Even better.
No, there was definitely a that came out during the V thing, and that's what made everything really weird for me on the whole situation.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking more than I probably was before when they said they've got IP scrapers for you, all that shit, and they have fuck that.
But
I believe like the source of my docs, I am pretty fucking sure that I'm pretty sure that Edgy was sitting on that, but I can't prove it. And that's frustrating to me. It's just a hunch I have. I can't say that publicly because I don't have any evidence. Because, yeah, if I'm going to make any public proclamations, I'm only going to do it when I have the evidence.
You don't want to get fucked.
Exactly.
Yep.
You don't want him to have any wiggle room. But one last thing about Mycroft. Ever since the leaks happened, he got all angry and pissy and mad. You can tell him your story picture if you want. We now know that Mycroft runs with Joachim now. He's good friends with him. So to me, I'm done with him. I was okay with him up till then. But now, I don't care if he drinks a whole ball of Everclear.
Fucking...
Yeah.
All right. The thing with Joachim, from what I get, he freaked out because Zeph was around.
Why?
Right? And do what?
He wasn't around then. He wasn't around.
This is like fucking March or some shit. All right. So like Zeph shows up. And he thinks that he is this guy named Q Waffen who puts up a hit list. Like Joachim explained this all to us like before the Metacast. Like I talked to him on my show before because he would come on and go against people or some shit. I hadn't like talked to him, but he said that there was this big fucking hit list thing that had him on it. It was done by someone named like Quaffin, some bullshit like that. And
Quaffin SS, is that it?
Maybe
no.
It's something quaffing.
Okay.
I just remember the word quaffing because it's like so close to queef. It's just the worst of names. And that's what got him looking at Zeph because he was convinced that was Zeph. And like he would bother me. He's like, "Have you ever heard Zeph say he was quaffing or anything?" No, never heard that. And that's why he starts trying to find Zeph. Apparently, around the same time, there's this kid named Benny Hanna who was in Geek Thulu's server. And like we had got him away from Liz and Zeph because like Liz and Zeph, they get everybody around them's docs and they make them all feel weird and like they have to stay around. They're really weird like that. And I told Benny Hanna, get the fuck away. Like he'd only been there for like a month. Like you need to get the fuck away from there. You're just gonna fuck up. We did. He ends up hanging out over in Geek Thulu's server. So essentially one trailer park to another. And when he gets there, the fucking guy, he's just crying about like all these people over there who are fucking miserable. Nobody wants to be over there. They're all fucking freaking out. He has all their docs and like none of them, like everybody's worried because they'll just get their fucking job taken away because of their videos, blah, blah, blah. And I sent him a DM and said, look, if they have like proof that he's legitimately fucking with them and attacking them like that, tell them that I'll give him $1,000 to fucking just come out and be honest about it. And that was it. Like they apparently tried to say that was like me asking for docs when like you can read the thing and it says if they come out with information that he is attacking them and fucking with them, I'm not asking for his information. I'm not interested. Unfortunately for me, I already know what the fucker looks like.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm not very careful.
The one I saw, Zoom is in it. You probably edited that and spliced that around. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh fuck! I believe almost everything was probably spliced around and moved around to say what it's supposed to. I don't believe a fucking word that comes out like at fucking face value. I'll be like, wait, that sounds like an edit. That sounds like an edit. That sounds like an edit. I'm just an untrusting person to begin with.
Yep.
Oh, they've been editing a lot of Kraut's recordings for a while now. We've got. Sorry.
Like, why now though?
Why now? Because they want to fuck over Sargon with it.
It's because Sargon kicked off his tour.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're trying. I mean, what they did to Kraut was a very complex, op. If you think about it, it was basically two-pronged. One, it was frame Kraut for doxing, and two, dox Kraut himself, and so that no one would care if he got doxed because he's a doxer. And they're doing the same thing to Sargon. They're like actually like actively swatting his.
No, they're not swatting him. They called the school of his daughter and tried to fuck around with his daughter.
Yeah,
No. Remember the thing that came out? Sent allegedly, because with JS in being involved in this, he could have overblown it. Zeph took credit in JS DMs about calling the Scarborough Spa or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he called in and just said he's a far left terrorist gonna bomb the place and, for the alt-right and stuff like that.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's in that server that I was trying to link you.
Yeah, I give you the Discord link and that.
All of it.
All right, I'll pop through there.
There's a lot of stuff in there, man.
There'll be a lot of stuff to read here. Hold on.
No, it's like no joke when I'm saying like you're not getting through it all. Like you could like now when they're talking, it ain't happening, man.
He's also very moronic in his braggadocious ways. Like he claimed that he's working with Metica to fuck over Sargon. I don't believe it. But the one thing is, he claimed to be working with JF, and I was just scratching my head in disbelief. But then JF, literally 5 minutes after he sent me that DM, DMs me, and we have those DMs recorded. So yeah, Zeph, at the very least, Zoom is working with JF now.
Yeah, we can confirm that through JF's own word that Zoom is working with JF to take down Sargon.
Yeah. It seems like this entire op against me, which, by the way, I disagree with Bishop on one thing. They may have had a complex up, but they were really incompetent in how they ran it because they left evidence of what they were doing everywhere. But it looks like they started all of this just to get to Sargon. From my perspective, at least.
Or they built upon it. Like I kind of have a feeling that they're pissed at you, and you're like the first one up. So they just went up. That's why like you're the first one up because you're the first one. So you have all this problem. Like Sargon's doing it. Okay, do we have anything left? Okay, we'll move to Sargon. If Sargon was causing the direct problems like you were, Sargon would be dealing with it in some fashion. You were the first one up.
Yeah.
I saw a screenshot from somebody that said that I had to get moved because if I found out what the truth was, there would be a problem. Is that why they is that why they fucking moved in on Andy so much, because they know that they can mold him to do what they want?
Yeah,
probably.
Most likely. Yeah.
I mean, Andy's like main admin and is a moderator is Strawman. He like actually talks to Strawman on one of his streams. So like they're right there. They're like right in his face. And Diogenes is also there too. Like when they're talking with Diogenes is in that that server with like Zeph and Aqua and all that stuff too. Like he's like one of those people. Yeah.
Well, even worse, he's still in the Bannered Mare. Before I left, he was still there.
Yeah.
He's most likely still there, man.
Andy is surrounded by these people, so.
All right, listen. Here's for real. Don't. God damn. All right.
Isn't it something?
Again, like Rariachi knows the deal here. Where I don't hate them, but what they did, I definitely hate. It's not my kind of thing. It is weak. And it was buckling, and it fucking like I cussed it. Rariachi has listened to me like 3 nights ago. I yelled at Andy and called him everything but a child of God.
And I told them too, like if you want to talk to him, fine. He might be angry at you, but I tell you, in private, he seems a lot angrier. Like, but then you've seen him on the show. Like he can, you know.
No, I was fucking furious with this shit.
No, I'm actually really pitiful for Andy. Like when Destiny put out the JF court documents with that one case with the retarded girl and all that shit, and I read through all of that, and it's really easy to notice that JF is literally doing to Andy Worski what he did to his ex-wives.
That's what JF admitted that on a stream that I was on. And if I would have been sitting by, I would have knocked his fucking teeth out.
You're right to your face. You're just like, but I'm better manipulating Andy than you are. So yeah, like very happy with it. Yeah, I'm better at it than.
I never tried to manipulate Andy. Like I tried to get Andy to fucking do.
You should know that the offer that with which JF approached me literally was, I will help you come back to YouTube if you help me screw over Sargon. Like he's so.
That's how he is. There's an underlying everything with JF. Like I always tried to tell him, I was like, don't get attached to him, don't be friendly with him, but you're doing business. And if you're doing business, fine, what the fuck ever. But like he convinced Andy that he was his friend. Like he would come over to Andy's and hang out, quote unquote, which was the hanging out was apparently, and like, please don't be shitty. But like he would just like he'd like talk, try to fucking make Andy feel small. He even tried to talk to Andy's girl and shit, like being JF.
Yeah,
and
I
fucking
can see that.
Yeah, Sinead fucking hated him. Passionate.
I was right about him right from the start.
I didn't want people to be right about him because of how Andy put so much faith in. Andy tanked his channel in February by killing off all of his old videos, going 12 million views in the fucking hole and killing his algorithm. Anybody familiar with Dark Side Phil, the guy who went away today?
Definitely,
That's what
No, he came back. It was actually a hoax. He actually tried to use it for money. He actually brought his channel back.
Oh, good.
He's such a fraud. He's such a clown. He's such a clown.
But before, he fucked himself in the algorithms by doing that shit. He killed off all those views, and it fucks you. Like, YouTube doesn't put you in sidebars anymore. You can't find them. So he's automatically now bleeding subs. All right, but that's fine in his head. His explanation is it's fine because I'm doing the show with JF, and that's what's working, and at least that's safe now.
You know, I haven't
a month later he got rid of it.
I haven't made a video in 6 months, and I'm losing subscribers at a slower rate as JF.
Yes, Worski.
You mean Worski?
Oh, Worski, yeah.
Well, he did it. He did it. Like he can say whatever he wants to, but like he did that.
Yeah, it's these people are the devil, and so when you're making deals with them, you're making a deal with the fucking devil.
Like, in a way, it's one of the reasons why I really regret not just sticking around and defending myself, even when they did the shit to my family, etc. Because by not sticking around, I allowed these people to drive their nails into other people. Because I'm going to be frank with you, what Andy needs is to get the fuck off the internet and sort his fucking life out. He needs to sort his life out now.
He's getting fucked up.
Yeah. You can see him getting fucked up. Look at his videos from a year ago. Happy, smiling, laughing. Look at him now. Depressed, alone. It's fucking miserable.
I don't do internet friends, but I was somewhat protective of Andy. I don't want bad shit for Andy. And I tried to shit would happen. I just tried to be, all right, get the fuck away from that. And I see this stuff start happening. I'm like, okay, well, you can't indulge that. You can't go to that. You can't be around that, Andy. You pay fucking bills with your channel. What are you doing? And he never got that because he wants to be in the thick of something if he thinks something could happen. He wants to always be there so that maybe he can turn a number green that one day. Have one more day of a green number to pop up. And it sucks that that's what he's chasing now because that's not going to happen for a while just because of how he fucked his channel. And it's put him in a weird spiral. I don't hate him or failure, but they both got really scared.
It's weird also from the perspective that recently, in recent weeks, more and more people started approaching me and asking me what the fuck actually happened. And I realized, yeah, and a lot of people just, first off, they immediately realize, oh, holy shit, there's actually no evidence of you doing any of the things these people accuse you of. But also, none of them hate me. Not one of them fucking hates me. But a lot of them fucking hate Andy. For what he did in the last 6 months. A lot of them can't stand Andy. And I just feel sad for him at this point because I think it's, he spent years building this and he burned it all to the ground.
Angrily. For not very, very much anything in return. He fucked it.
El Ariachi, how much of the stuff that we discussed can we talk about here?
Okay, so far you're 1 out of 12 of my name, so that's pretty good. If you're talking about the NSA thing, I immediately told
no, not the NSA.
I immediately told
he shouldn't know that.
Jesus Christ!
I immediately told you that. I immediately told Tonka that.
He shouldn't.
I had to tell him that because there's more to it. Like I had to tell him that because he actually knows who I am. He knows more about me.
Okay, yeah, Tonka. We basically found out that the alt-right are the guy in the NSA who gathered private data on people who oppose the alt-right.
Huh.
But you remember I was telling you about that guy, that thing I was telling you about the trying to trigger him, the guy that I knew. That's what I meant to talk. That I was so enraged about. Like I actually knew.
Ian is the one who gave that info. That's when Spawn made that video about Ian gave me the docs. That's the information Ian gave to him.
I still get angry when I think about that because I think that Ian took advantage of spying.
Ian wanted us to get fucked. Ian wanted us to get fucked. He set up a trap for us because he expected us to go public with that and go like, "Wow, we found this NSA guy in the alt-right." Who fucking.
Ian's the
Ian
one
Mas
that
Chong.
had it. Yeah, I was talking to him
Mr.
about
Jin
it after
Chang
the.
Chung.
I was talking to him after the stream today. He was telling me that he knew who he was. He knew that he was dangerous. And I forget something else, but I don't know too much about. I just know that.
So there's a dangerous NSA alt-right guy in the mix of all this.
He's actually a Nazi. I actually know. I've met him twice. I actually know.
He's a Nazi.
That's what. Yeah, he's an actual Nazi. So that's the guy that when I talking to, I was like so livid, and like worried, like scared, like because I knew who he was, and the fact that they were coming that close to triggering him to go off had me actually contact like we need to talk, and I was so emotional that night. I was telling you about because that guy, like I knew who he was. I'm like that was fucking dangerous. Like that could have actually started a mass murder. Like he wasn't going to as soon as he was exposed, he knew that he wasn't going to fall asleep that day. He was going to try after he leaked as much information as he could to destroy the lives of the people involved as he could, like through releasing their information. Would have taken a rifle and he probably would have started shooting as many Jews. Let's put it that way, as many Jews as he could possibly find until he was put down. We all know this, but he's brilliant. That's why he's at Google and stuff now. He can be used, and he's still being used. Him and his two friends.
But the thing I wanted to ask about was more Warski related. If we can talk about that.
If you wish, like, it's fine.
Okay, just Tonka, you might not like this, but if I can, like, I used to fucking hate Warski for jumping on this train and making everything so much worse for me. Mm-hmm. But I have to, in all honesty, say, if I come back to YouTube, I think we should go public with what is bothering Warski. And try to get a pity train. Well, my suggestion would be start a Kickstarter to get him into a rehab clinic.
Oh, shit.
Because to be frank, if I had the choice between burning Warski to the ground for helping burn me or getting the old Warski back, I would rather have the old Warski back.
I think you would commit suicide if that went public. If it would like back channels, that'd be a little different. But right now, if it were like really public, I'm pretty sure he would.
Yeah,
he would snap and kill himself.
His privacy.
Yeah, if you saw his
you know what happened? Yeah, do you know what happened? Like, did Rariachi fill you in on everything that happened with the way that the stream ended?
Just
okay. Here's the details. Just just enough to where you can kind of get where he's at. Andy has been getting shit where they were trolling at Sinead and they knew where she worked and they knew, what Uber she, all this shit, and they fucked with him hard. And it was started, like he would get shit about that all the time, but when things start happening in the chat, there was the last day we did the show where it was just fucking miserable energy. There was a 67-year-old woman who got doxxed in the chat, and they were saying they were going to swat her, and she like starts messaging me freaking out, and all I'm doing is in the side chat just cussing him out because like the one thing I said is like, okay, the doxer swatter guy, you ban him. You don't give him attention. You don't bring him around. You don't have him around. You don't have him threatening people who randomly watch a show and shit. And he couldn't say anything like back to it. Okay, I'll work on it. I said, just do it now, you dumbass. Like that's what was happening that day where we're typing, but it doesn't seem like we're talking about anything for like 2 hours. We're just jabbering about things and we're not even into it, but you can hear typing. We're cussing each other out. And
it's funny you mentioned that because when these guys came for me, the first thing they did, it's actually a YouTuber who did this. I'm not sure if I'm going to give you the name yet.
You're cool.
He contacted my girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, and tried to drag her into all that drama. And that's like the one thing they did to me that really put the nail into the coffin, which was they came deep into my private life. They wanted to fuck up my private life.
Well, this is one of the main reasons why I tell people I really don't want their fucking dogs, is because I broke up with Vamp right as this shit starts happening, just because I did. It's not that I don't like her. It's not that we were having problems. It was I just see this dumb shit coming down the road, so I'm gonna try to keep her away from it. She was moved out like a week after that. What they do is they publish her address everywhere. They constantly call her house and say that they're going to come rape her. And I just said, fuck it. And I just moved her up a state. And like, it's got weird because now she has this like, we're not together, but she's always on like Twitter saying stuff about it. Like, she's like still ridiculously loyal. And it sucks because that's what's making it keep coming back to her. So they keep going to her. So it's a vicious, stupid circle. But we had to move her over this shit. And
there is
Andy
nothing you can do about it in occasions, is there? Like
when she's not gonna stop, and like I even broke up with her before all this happened. So like to try to avoid it, but she won't. She's trying to prove weird loyal. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Yes.
But Sinead saw this stuff, or not Sinead, but Andy saw this stuff happening, and they start going in on Sinead. I shit you not, Andy and Failure go to Billy the Fridge. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
And Billy the Fridge arranges a peace treaty between Andy and Failure and them because I will have none of it.
I can tell you what,
interested.
With what we've found on Zoom and Co., I believe we actually have enough stuff to get these people locked up.
Oh, there's definitely enough to get him locked up. I have a audio recording of the motherfuckers like saying I swatted this guy. It's hilarious.
I have the actual 911 calls.
Yeah, that's in the Discord. Yeah, he put that in there. The actual 911 call from Boom.
Oh, they're big and brave, aren't they? Like they were just saying it freely in there.
No, just fucking idiots. He recorded himself doing the 911 call because he thought he could brag with that. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's the uncensored one with Seth Wallace's name in it too. Let's see what score.
So I think we can put an end to this bullshit once and for all.
Well, could put it into Zoom, but here's the thing: Zeph is
a roach. He's just a roach.
He's kind of a roach, but he's a dangerous roach, and he will have a vendetta against you. You know this. He will just find another one. He'll find.
He already has a vendetta against me. I've been living with his vendetta for 6 months.
Well, it's gonna. Everything is upping the ante. Every one of these moves, the stakes keep getting higher. The players keep changing, shifting sides. I mean, it's going to do it again. You know that, right? I'm not trying to discourage you from doing it. Like I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just.
You gotta get ready for it. You want to walk into a ring. You know that someone's gonna throw a punch. You got your hands up. Do you have your hands up?
More or less.
Yeah.
That's more or less what I was like. That's fucking all hell breaking loose, man. Again.
Well, we know for a fact, for example, that Sargon now wants to look into these people as well. And I think more and more people started realizing over time what these people are. And that's
Sargon wanted to talk to me at 3:00 today, but my Twitter, excuse me, my Twitter got a fucking report on it, and I had to prove I was me or some shit. I ended up fixing that shit. By the way, I'm sick as fuck. But
stop eating old Chinese food. Come on, man.
Oh, come on. But yeah, I was supposed to meet with Sargon, but somebody reported my account today. And like it logged me out of Twitter on my phone, so I couldn't get back into it in order to like talk to V about it. And then all this shit happens. And like Sargon wanted to talk to me today before it. And then somebody said like he put out a thing where he thinks like blood sports people are doing it. It's like I bet like Sargon thinks that more than likely I would have had something to do with it. I'm not that guy. And when those guys came around, I wouldn't have anything to do with that. I'm worried how much Andy can be talked into doing and how much money they'll talk Andy into giving them to do dumb shit, because Andy will give them money. Andy will make a deal with them. He did. Failure will do it for different reasons. See, like, don't hold this against him, but Failure is kind of soft, and he got scared. Like when Billy the Fridge starts explaining what Zoom is and how Zoom is and what Zoom's done, Failure's voice went out for 2 days. You can go back and listen to the streams. The worst one is the COG stream where him and Andy come on and he can't even talk. Like his voice is completely gone. Like he lost his voice from the point that Billy the Fridge starts explaining what Zoom's like until he gets off the thing. Before that, Failure was just like, fuck that guy. I'll fight that fucking guy. And then Billy the Fridge starts explaining him, and Failure lost his voice. Failure freaked out. And all Failure wanted to do after that was anything he could to make it to where Zoom would leave him alone.
Oh, yeah, because Billy the Fridge knows Zoom from the Squirrely streams.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Billy's a good dude. Billy wants Zoom to
is.
leave him alone. Here's another thing. He always says, just ask Billy the Fridge if those pedophile tapes are real. And it's like, okay. So I was like, so Billy, those pedophile tapes, are they real? Is that what he's like? And he's like, well, we didn't think they were fake. And then when I asked him about it a month later, he doxed my 2-year-old niece and kept sending me pictures of her. So I just stopped asking. He swatted like 5 people in a week on that server. He's crazy. I don't want anything to do with him. He went into more detail, but like just the more he talked, the more fucked up Failure got about it, and Failure legit got scared and doesn't.
When did this guy turn up?
Zoom?
Yeah.
BYBS. Joaquin brought him in.
It's the BYBS people. Well, they say Joaquin brought him in. Okay, Joaquin was going to do a show with him. Somebody else had brought him in. Somebody else had talked to him to bring him in.
Allegedly, there's 2 stories. There's Joaquin. The second one was from. Comes from Leo Pirate. It was allegedly King of Pole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the 2 stories, and
King of Pole brought him in. If you go back and watch things, I have hated King of Pole every time he's ever shown up on the stream because he's boring. His voice is cancer.
Papa Jojo, no.
His mic is fucking garbage. His everything he says he's just fucking garbage. And he hates me because in like 15 minutes I went past everything he's ever fucking done. And he can't stand that. When we started doing the blood sports thing, the first thing he does is he shows up and he's got like internet blood sports on his LOLcast stream that he does or whatever it was called. And he's, guys, you want the LOLcast to be the late night show. That's what and he pitches this to us for like 3 weeks until Andy doesn't even want to do the website anymore. In case you were wondering what happened to the website, King of Pole annoyed the piss out of him until he hated the idea. True story.
That's his MO.
So King of Pole probably that may have had something to do with why he just gets pissy, just gets angry, and decides he's going to start doing dumb shit. He is. I've not even dealt with him that much, and I'm abundantly clear on why all of you cannot stand King of Pole. It's obnoxious.
Yeah, he's a sack of shit. He's annoying.
He lives about
He
lives about 2 hours from me if I drive slow, and he doesn't know
that. Okay, yeah, well, good. You're a lot more reserved than I thought because I would have kicked the shit out of him by now.
Oh no, that's the thing. I just found this out like 4 days ago.
Okay.
I've already sent him a message and asked him if he wanted to meet up at that Muay Thai gym that he says he goes to. I can't send him messages anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
But by the way, he's such an idiot. He has his location, his city and state on Kiwi Farms. Each time he posts right underneath his name with his real name on Kiwi Farms.
So stupid. Ryan is an idiot.
He is a special motherfucking case. But you guys have my pity for having dealt with that guy for as long as you have. I've only been dealing with him for a couple of he's a fucking piece of fucking work. I don't know how that happens. That would be when I talk about internet people, that's what I'm talking about. That shit right there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'll raise my glass to him too. He's gone.
Oh, you raise a glass too.
He's gone. I'll raise a glass to his death, to his end. Because I don't think he will be coming back anytime soon. Like it will take a long time for people to forget what happened to him.
Yeah, the gym thing was bad. Failure during a stream when King of Pole's talking, picked his keyboard up and just smashed it. Like destroyed the keyboard that he was fucking using on the stream. Fucked up his computer so he wouldn't have to hear him anymore. That's how that.
Yeah.
That's how bad King of Pole was. A man destroyed his fucking computer so he wouldn't have to hear it.
To be honest, that makes me terrified of Medicare more than anything.
Oh my god.
Jim's a weird one. I've talked to him way more than like most people have, like in years, and like just like a couple of months.
Yeah, he gets you. He actually gets you. Like I remember from a long time. Like I was under a different name and so forth. I think you would. Well, I like you. You like Jim, but like we don't have necessarily like other people. Like we like people that like understand us. And you understand the internet more than most people. You understand like the way he does. Like, but this is a fucking weird place with weird people, and you don't want to just get to internet friends. You got to think about shit and what's going on. Like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hold it against the guy. He's genuinely entertaining. I'm a subscriber to his channel. I'm just terrified of the guy.
Fear the Billy Hunters, not Billy. His fucking fans. They're rabid. They want it.
Oh.
They recite things over and over and over and over and over.
And they're growing in size, which is a bit of a problem for like the Zoom Zeph sort of people, because if hypothetically they went after him and tried to fuck with him, the deluge would come after them.
That was the funny thing.
Yeah.
I promise I haven't been like radiation fucking poisoned, and like this is fucking spy games. Like I just have a cold.
That's the funny thing. Yesterday, when Zeph DM'd me again for the first time in ages, and he started all this bullshit up again, he claimed that he was working with Jim now.
Jim doesn't work. Jim doesn't talk to people that were on Medicare. His name is Mr. Medicare.
I don't believe a single word that Zeph said. Like, that's pretty fucking obvious.
Like no one, no one knew who that fucking person was. Or like Liz Reptile, and then suddenly it's like, holy shit, they're fucking everywhere, ruining everything. Like, and if I was on YouTube like a year ago or 7 months or 8 months ago, and he came along, I'd be like, I don't know who this is. Sure, like I wouldn't know. He'd probably burn me because I would put my guard down. That's me.
Yeah. You know, I just don't like this stupid backroom dealing spy bullshit. You know, if I don't like someone, you know what I do? I make a video on them. And that's it.
I don't like gay ops. Gay ops are dumb. Go back to laughing about lolcows on the internet or something.
We can argue over how we started all of this. Like, I will say that Braving Ruin is the one who made the gay op shit popular, and then Zeph and the rest of the gang just rolled into it and took it all over and made it theirs. And now we have to deal with this shit, basically.
They're becoming persona non grata, which is very... Okay, but you said like Sargon wanted to talk to you at 3 p.m.?
Yeah, that was supposed to happen. Well, it wouldn't. No. It would have been 3 p.m. Like right as we're ending the show. Sargon was wanting to talk to me then. V was sending me messages. Yeah. My fucking shit gets it gets reported. So like I'm trying to log back in, like, and then I get the fucking pop up where it's,
we told Sargon, by the way. That might be why he wants to talk to you. We told him that Zeph and Co were colluding to take him down.
Does he think that I'm doing it?
I think he might want to talk to you because he thinks you might know more about the anime mafia.
Jay, put your name in that doc. You like that not docs, but the DMs that he releases up to. Your name is right there with like Zoom saying like, yeah, I just want to fuck with him, and you know, I want to fuck with Sargon the same way I fuck with Tonka. You know, like now you're just like you're suddenly in that same sort of group of people that.
Here's the thing with Zoom, like Zoom didn't, like everybody says Zoom fucked with me. Zoom didn't necessarily fuck with me that hard.
Yeah.
Because whenever he started trying to, I was just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Because like, all right, like his thing is, all right, here's some wrestling footage. He never wrestled. He never had a wrestling promotion, but he sold his wrestling promotion.
I remember that video, yeah.
That was a really dumb video. Really dumb video.
Yeah, and actually Tommy C went to bat for you and shoved from the point, saying that
this is Zoom's stupid ass made Tommy C like me.
Yeah, you can like,
me and Tommy C have not liked we've talked about each other for like 6 fucking months. Zoom shows up and now Tommy C likes me.
Zoom shows up and now we are talking.
Kraut talk. This is gay. What happened? How did all this happen?
Gay ops. This is what happens when
I have to ask, like, you still have to look into all of this, but now that you've talked to me, What do you think about this entire situation surrounding me?
I'm still scrolling in the Discord.
But then I tell you that there's a lot of shit. Then I tell you. I mean, it's hard to.
He's got a different
I did say.
email address. And
Oh well, okay. There's a cute girl with a decent rack in there too.
Sounds good,
I just got to that.
Oh, is that Aiden?
No. I don't know. This is name. This is the blonde girl. Like she's cute. I don't know who she is. She's cute. I saw the split in the audio thing. I just got past that. That's fucking. Isn't that glorious? God damn it.
Yeah, we know that Zeph did that.
Oh Jesus. Hold up. Let me see if I can. Is this the right computer? I have like 4 or 5 computers. Yeah, this one has it. Let me where's my screen gimmick here? Yeah, it still pops up. Okay. Here, I'm gonna trust that guy everybody says that I should never fucking talk to. This is a great plan. All right, so this is the folder that was given to me by Thomas Ellington. Lots of goodies in here.
Let's see.
Now, do any of these pique interest? Like, I'll show them all. I don't give a fuck. Like, do any of these things here pique any interest on anybody?
Exposing fags, fake Tonka, King of Pool Zoom, Kuwaffen, no pedophilia.
Oh, hold on. I thought you meant to click it. You were just reading over. Give me a second. Okay.
I'm just reading over here.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff's on Kiwi, actually, because he linked the Dropbox.
Which one did?
Let's look at Tui for one, because he's back at it again too.
Tui back.
Yeah, he's back.
All right.
Oh shit, that was on Kiwi.
That one was.
Yeah.
Seen through this, Black Knight?
Yeah, it's on King of Poles, because right when he threw King of Pole under the bus. Hell, even the Guardians DMs with Thomas Ellington came out on Kiwi Farms.
Huh.
With him twisting his fucking arm to do thine bidding.
The Guardian was making Thomas. What was he making him do? I never look at these boards. I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Believe me, you'll save yourself some fucking brain cells. Like, I'm mad about what we had to do for 3 months. So what happened was the Guardian was like, just clear up all the information, look into it more in order to protect King of Pole. And also he said, King of Pole didn't do nothing. I'm sure he didn't do nothing. That's what he did to him.
Huh.
Yeah. It's there. Oh, that's there.
Okay, so these are all the ones that were on like Kiwi Farms. This is Thomas Ellington's.
He had a Dropbox of the stuff when he made that video.
Like, this is the stuff that he gave to me, and then the shit was given over to Joaquin. Like this was Thomas Ellington's.
Okay, if it was given to Joaquin, yeah, he's probably only threw it there.
Yeah,
it seems like it.
When they swatted the kid, like that is totally not Joaquin. I have seen Joaquin. I like made him like take his pinky and put it in his ear, and then raise his other finger, his other 2 fingers on his other hand, and wave with those, like on a camera. So it's not him. All
okay.
right, very specific commands I gave here.
Okay.
I've seen his military ID as well. So I'm like, oh, wow, they got that wrong. Feel really bad for whoever that kid was. But
yeah.
like all of this got given pretty much to everybody and their mother.
Oof. Let's see here. The Coffin thing, because it could be true, because there was a guy.
Where's Coffin?
It's the what right there. Because with Coffin, I didn't take a screenshot at the time because I didn't think about it. I had to care. That was an anonymous guy. Yeah,
Notepad.
Yeah.
It looks to be an AVI, so you might want to.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna finish this with there's a user throwing that your fake information, a lot of people's information, and the blood sports community at the time around on boards.
No, thank you.
Well, here's the thing: the address that they throw out. I looked up. That's nobody's there.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
All the places around it, there
Yes,
are people there. So, if crazy shit happens at that place, a lot of crazy people are probably. That shit's in Alabama. You don't do crazy shit in Alabama. That's not a good idea. They don't play games there.
Crazy shit just happens naturally in Alabama.
Yeah. You don't want to play around down there.
But remember, the Florida man will always strike.
Florida is substantially safer, in my opinion. I've gotten to that point. Like this Emmy girl, like they had her shit, and like she'll admit that they were like intimidating her. She quit though. Whenever they were gonna start fucking with her again. It's like people give me shit for saying Dodging. He was trying to intimidate me and not teach me a lesson. Absolutely was trying to intimidate me and fuck with me. That's what happened, and that's the same version I told Tonka, and I have proof. So.
Yep. And the worst part, she's in the Bannered Mare.
Oh no, she backed off of all that.
No,
She
she's
backed
in the
off of everything now.
Yeah, but last time I checked, she's in the Bannered Mare.
Do you know why?
I didn't go in the voice chat. I was pure lurker.
She's dating that anal vape guy now, like dating.
Oh, I wish I had more alcohol. Oh,
Need more look. This shit's like everything I've heard about it is ridiculously gay. I looked over some of this. I still haven't looked at all this. I've had it for weeks, but that's how I internet. Like when I'm done with the shit, I either go to the boat or like do something. Like, I don't. Rary knows. Like at the end of the show, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the store. If it's fucking gonna close, shit.
Because you get this, you go like, oh man. I'm gonna get some Chinese food, man. He gets it.
Like the internet is not my place, but when I look at like all this, there's all this shit that's like really weird and underlying. But all of these faces, they're all helping Braving Ruin, and I have caught that. I have seen that.
And Braving Ruin contacted Vamp today, like thanking her for like her loyalty and shit. I don't know where.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Yeah.
So freaky.
Hold on. What is happening? Why is it?
I think Braving Ruin is just scared that I might be coming back and throwing his shit under the bus. And I think Braving Ruin invited, when he broke up this drama with lying about me, he invited in monsters that he can't control, like Zoom, etc., etc.
Zoom and Strawman, which, by the way, with Strawman, he's a server hurricane. He was the main reason why his server was blown up. He's the main reason why people complain about the leaks with Strat when Nick Gabe screaming like a fucking bitch with a cock up his ass. Strawman, that's the only reason you need to know.
The thing with Strawman is, ironically, we have enough to sink him forever. But we can't use it.
Listen, Kraut, I'm mad at my word. I'm not going to go after Strawman unless he like dogs to somebody.
I know. No, I'm not going to try to talk you into giving me that info, but we have enough to fucking sink that fucker.
You know, I'm kind of like partially the reason why Braving Ruin took him back. Like he burned Strawman because he thought he was doxing, and somehow like someone added at me asking if like, you know, using an IP scraper was illegal, and I said no. You know, every website you go to like logs your IP. It's like a best clickbait, and that's why like Braving Ruin like even retweeted me and like fucking reinstated Strawman back. It's one of my few online regrets.
The funniest thing was alt-right leaks. I don't know if you noticed that one.
I heard parts of it. It was a big deal for about 10 minutes, and then it all kind of went down.
No, this guy, everyone thought it was me making a return to YouTube. It wasn't me. It's a German dude. He has a weird accent. I spoke with him, who spent 1.5 years in Nazi servers uncovering their bullshit. He pretended to be a Nazi himself. He found them running hacking servers where they hack people's accounts and blogs and blah, blah, blah. But the guy is weird. He's not me. When I first saw him, I thought it was Mossad. But I think he's just an Israeli immigrant who lives in Germany. That's basically it.
So, All right, so they assumed that was you, so you caught a
Mhm.
bunch of shit over that too.
I did, but I contacted him. I was fine with what he was doing, and he actually did me a great favor by looking into my thing and uncovering shit that we didn't know about.
Kraut,
Like
I don't know. Go and tell him. I'm gonna make fun of you for it. Tell him.
The scientist, which JF sent into my server to spy on me, turned out not to be a scientist, but just some alt-right shithead who was sent in there to fuck with me.
His title in his server, what he studied or he was over, was biomedicinist.
Black Knight is a biologist. He knows that that's not a thing. I don't.
Biomedicinist. You mean pharmacist? You said pharmacist. Okay. Biochemist. Okay. No. Biomedicinist. I would have fucking hit the band hammer on him immediately.
Look, people fall all the time for this shit. You know, I had Medicare falling for my virtual cattle wrestling thing.
Okay, that's funny.
That was funny.
I intentionally made it the most ridiculous, like, legal jargon bullshit I could ever make, and they somehow still fell for it.
Hannaford's Law.
I love that. That was great, though. I love that. I did.
It also shows how paranoid Edgy is. Because Braving Ruin. I keep calling him Edgy because I know him from 2 years ago.
It used to be his other name. I didn't know all this.
Yeah, I'm talking to a lawyer right now because I live with my parents, as you can notice. The reason is my apartment was flooded about a month ago. Pipe broke in the apartment above me. My apartment is fucking wrecked. Everything is ruined.
Oh.
But the insurance of my neighbor won't insist that my insurance has to pay for the damages to my property. And now I'm talking to a lawyer because we're trying to sort out which insurance company, whose insurance has to pay for the damages to my private property. It's a fucking nightmare. It's going to take till September, October.
And by the way,
I was talking about that, and somehow this got to Braving Ruin, and Braving Ruin went with that information to Metica and was like, Metica, look, Kraut's about to sue you.
Remember the whole conversation though. You're too cocky on your friend. I'm not. The drunken spy Mycroft, and everyone knows he's a fucking drunk in every server he's in all the time. Listen to that conversation. Had us listening, making fun of certain people. He said, "They're gonna sue you guys. Tell Medicare." And Edgy ran with it. And as well, Mycroft figured out Edgy would only contact him on the weekends, aka the only times the week he's drunk.
Yeah, my friend is a cuck.
He's a cuck.
How are you going to still be friends with someone that accuses you of being like a disgusting doxer? You know?
Then he uses you for 7 months. We're talking about Mycroft. Mycroft was Edgy.
You're still friends with him.
No,
I still have a soft spot for him because I've known him for 2 years, but he did some pretty stupid, fucked up shit.
Replace his ball of bourbon with fucking bleach. I'm done. You hang out with Joaquin, you're done with me.
Okay, so did you know Joaquin?
Yeah, I have. It's in the server. I got all the DMs between him and Zune planning to gather people's info from BOIBS and use it. The ethical swatting shit about Geek Thulu. Think about your Geek Thulu. That what Joaquin was wanting to do? No. It's all fucking there. That's largely why they chimped the fuck out. It's because of Joaquin. They just threw shit at each other. And now we have this problem. That's literally what happened to BOIBS. The easiest way to explain that, man.
It's a shit show. I kept saying all the time. Remember, I was having a hard time explaining to you like all the stuff I have. I couldn't like tell you all this stuff, but there was so much of it, and it was a shit show. I was like frustrated, like I was tired and sleepy. I was like frustrated, like I was just saying that for most of the time because I couldn't really.
We spent 6 months gathering a lot of this.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't believe any of this shit because I'm not into conspiracy theorists and stuff like that. Like Kraut actually had to walk me through like every single one of these and like show me before I actually came to realize, oh shit, that's right, it's true.
Yep. People take the internet too seriously. Go back to laughing about fucking DSP or something. That's what I'm about to do this weekend.
Oh my god, my channel. My con! My con!
Come on, guys. Oh my god, I'm pressing the button, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work, guys.
You know what that fucker did? I got excited. He hid his channel. He did a 5-hour stream, but I think I've been banned. I don't know what the reason is. He made like thousands of dollars from his suckers, right? As soon as it was over, he immediately unhit it, but he had like some new branding. He thought, there we go. They got it back because of you guys, but they won't know, and I can keep the money, right? What they have when he unhit it is now all of his 50,000 videos are out of order. Other videos that he had hidden privated are now public. Like one is called Error Stream. I don't know what it is. And he also got a community strike. So he fucked himself completely up. Yeah. Like brilliant move.
Oh my god,
it's just a mess. I have no idea how he keeps like getting money out of this.
What person gave him $500?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Hands in the air.
We're in the wrong business.
Yeah, you're on the internet. That's why I'm going to be working in a lab in like 2 years, man. Fuck this.
I move bricks for a living now. So.
It's a way to go. I think it's a lot more stress free. All right, that's another fucking deal. Why would you even care to fucking bother with it at this point? Like after all the people that fucked you,
maybe it's ego, but I want my name cleared.
Maybe ego. There are worse things. There are worse things than wanting your name cleared. I'll give you that.
I told you, man. Just nuclear ops. Just fuck.
Yeah, we're basically discussing what we're gonna do next. If we're gonna make a video showing all of this, or Black Knight's favorite option is the nuclear option that I just go and fucking burn everything to the ground.
You can just hand it to people and they can do it for you. Just let them handle it and just fuck these people. Live your life. Because this shit is gay. Like I told her, I'm tired. I left a lot of the servers and leave me alone. No one asks me nothing.
I said this from the beginning. I think you should just be fully transparent and just release it all because it's the truth. You know, they're gonna be the liars if they want to like fight against the truth.
All right, hold on.
And you have more than enough evidence there to like just uncover everything. And, if people believe you, fine. If they don't believe you, fuck them.
You have to make people look, and the problem with you, don't take this shitty, but like, all right, Bishop, you annoy the shit out of people.
I know.
You're not king of pole annoying, but you annoy the fuck out of people. Like,
yeah, I know.
3 or 4 interactions with you, I was fucking done. Kraut, you could say something really loud and really true right now, and I don't know if it would get heard. Like, who is your friendliest person who has a microphone?
Sargon.
How friendly is he to you?
We're gonna find out soon. If it's not Sargon, we have a couple of other people who talk to me right now. But
okay, how long do you think it would take to talk Sargon into doing it?
I don't know, but we're basically what we're doing. Well, the one thing that has been very encouraging for me is that people approached me who after months started looking into this themselves and realized, holy shit, this is all bullshit. So I'm going to work of that slowly. And within the next weeks, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do.
I can say this with the flagging stuff you found about the Ralph retort. He'll listen to you now. It's like you can say something very loud and clear, no one will listen. Well, they're listening now. Is that they're pissed. They'll listen to you now with the Sargon thing coming out. Like they're listening. And with the JF thing and the
I don't know. You're looking at the tweets.
Well, because he's not on. Because he's not on. But like right now, no, they're not releasing it. Like they're actually. Because I'm in the DMs. Like they're not. I didn't give them everything, of course, but they're intentionally acting like they didn't get anything yet. They're waiting. They're waiting for permission like to really go public. But because the flagging is like hurting them economically, that's why I send that to them. They're waiting.
Everyone who dug up the shit against me 6 months ago, everyone who, like, I'm not necessarily talking about everyone who jumped on the bandwagon, but everyone who started this bullshit turned out to be a complete sack of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Provable. A complete lying, repugnant, disgusting, vile, and occasionally even the fucking child molesting sack of shit.
I get. I'm not a liar. You lying pedophile. I'm like, I'm not a liar.
Yeah, Zoom. That's Zoom. Yeah.
Well, but Carl, like I said, like nuclear option, just because my only concern with these people at this point is they're going to do this to other people. That's my only concern. And you rather get that out to more people, like anonymously start leaking that shit, and just have people run with it because they'll run with it. All this stuff's too good. So many people will.
We will be working on a video, but before I publish it, I'm going to show it around to people. Like, if I'm going to make this public in the video, it has to be a great video. And I guess we can all agree on that.
Well, no, it's got to be good. It's mine. I don't even know if you should be the one. I think like you should make it with all of your information. I'm not saying that, but you give it to like if Sargon will fucking go. I don't know.
I think people want to hear his voice because they want to know that he's his best advocate. At some point in time,
you're not saying, not to have like your voice, not that, but like get it out. You got to get it out loud. If shit doesn't get said loud, it gets buried with all the rest of the stuff.
Should we start I'm going to say it for us. Should we start a slow burn on the show where we start talking about this information but not fully releasing it?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Ooh. You should just do that just because it would scare Braving Ruin, and I would love to see that monkey scared.
Oh, I want to fuck with Zeph and Zoom. But not directly go after him, like, but making sure all this stuff and make it seem like, thinking, where's that coming from? Where's that go? Like, who has it? And they'll get more and more agitated. There'll be more and more interest to that. I can't keep it burning and burning. And give you time to work on the video.
How fucked over do you feel by all of these people? How many bullshit ops do you feel like they've ran on you here?
To be honest, I used to be just angry at everyone because I felt most people fucked me over, but I'm not really angry at everyone anymore. Mainly, I'm just angry at the people who started this in the first place. And there's one fucking person who ran with all of this, who knew better, who I'm gonna fuck quite a bit if I manage to come back through this.
Who is that? Well, you don't have to tell me. It's good.
It's Uzulu. Just so you know, it's Uzulu. I'm gonna fuck him.
He might have that coming. He seems a bit of a fake piece of shit, honestly.
Hey, he's the guy who contacted my girlfriend.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, that's personal, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably slap the shit out of him.
So
it's tricky.
If all else fails,
I'll let you know this one thing. If you want to ask this right up front, if you don't want to ask it right up front, I have no hard feelings towards you because the way I see it, you were lied to just as much as everyone else, and you got fucked over by these people as well. That's the way I see it.
I'm not saying that I'm necessarily uninterested in fucking them. I might be quite interested in fucking some people up and making them feel really weird.
Okay.
If they don't answer you, if other people don't answer your call, and you're not getting what they're not willing to help you for one reason or another, trying to keep whatever clear. I could. Like there is a way that we could do this, and an easy way. If you ever just showed up and were like in the chat, and I said I would talk shit to you, and then you come on, and I would keep being mean to you, and then you just say, look at this, and look at this, and look at this, and everybody would be there for the fight because it would be me yelling at you. Nobody knows I'm talking to you.
We can do one gay op, and it would be this. I think we're owed a gay op. We're owed one gay
to
op.
Fuck the other ops that have annoyed the shit out of me.
That's what the ebook will be called, one gay op.
They call everything I do a fucking work. I'll show them a fucking work. I will work them all. I could work them all into their fucking seats. And then they're thinking I'm about to fucking go in on you and all this shit. And then we'll look at this. We'll look at this. Listen to this.
Do you mind if I talk to Sargon first about all of this?
No, I'm telling you, talk to people who could do it better. And I will tell V the same thing. I would tell Sargon the same thing because I know that V is like.
We're not trying to get money off you.
I'm not telling them that now. I'm waiting. Like you can do what you're gonna do, but V will tell you I'm not gonna fuck you. That's not how I do things. It's not my MO.
Yeah, check around. Don't trust us because a lot of people are lying to you. Talk to other people. We don't fuck you. Well, that mean people really don't know who I am, but if they tell
If
me
you
fucking,
have proof,
yeah.
you have to trick people into wanting to see it.
Mm-hmm.
If they think that you're going to get shit on and you're finally like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna go in there and talk to Tonka, and they're like, oh well, Tonka, he's had a bad go, so maybe Kraut thinks he can get it, and there's good Kraut and Tonka are about to go, and like sit in the chat for like a second, take a while to get there, let them all get there, make sure they're all sitting, and they come in and don't be nice,
There's this one thing.
Tell
you
my
could do.
dumbass to look at it. Go ahead.
Would you talk to the journalist who wants to write the piece on Braving Ruin?
Yeah, drag her ass on. Have her get ready for it. Like, we might be able to get you on the show today.
On the show?
So she was willing to go on the show. Yeah, fuck it. She was
It's a
willing to go
he.
on the show.
It's not a she. It's a he.
I don't know why I kept saying she, but then again,
The other journalist was a she.
I'm
What
going
other
to use that
journalist?
excuse. I'm going to use that excuse. But yeah, he'll go on. But yeah,
Okay.
let's burn it up. If you're going to burn it down,
Okay.
we will burn it down.
Okay, are you all right? Wait,
I'm in.
all right, hold on. You can't. What is tomorrow? It's tomorrow Wednesday?
Nope.
Thursday.
Got it.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, Thursday's always a spicy day. All right, so hold on. Again, I hate gay ops, but goddamn if we're not owed one.
Yeah, we're
The old one.
one gay up.
I used to book pro wrestling. I can set it up like I fucking hate your guts. All right, and I promise. I can
before
talk
we
shit.
do anything like that,
Get your
let's
ducks in a row,
decide.
man.
Yeah,
Get your
make
ducks
sure
in a row.
you talk to Sargon. Whenever you want me to talk to this journalist or whatever, that's fine. It's not again. This is not getting pushed. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, get it happening, get it tomorrow. I'm not gonna drag this in. You want to not fuck this up
I know I don't.
at all.
I mean, I gotta tell you that it's a good idea. I underestimated you, Tonka.
You don't underestimate pro wrestlers, man. What are you doing?
But you used to lose.
I pick you wrong. What can I say?
Oh, yeah, you have one glass eye, right?
I have a glass eye. I'm in a wheelchair.
I guess I spent too much time with
Running around the
Pascal.
house cooking. Oh, you spent time with what is wrong with you? Did Pascal
like the
also
guy.
tell you that those are pictures from like right after my neck was broke? And
Dude,
I'm a little roidy now.
the dude's actually chill if you get to talk to him, though.
He hates my
Yeah, but
fucking
it's
guts, and I don't
Yeah.
even know who the fuck he is.
You just start yelling at him. You're like a once. You just start going spit after him, like you were silent
Yeah.
for like an hour.
That guy
he's-
obsessively tweeted at me for months. I don't even know who the fuck he is.
No, you know what? I've told him that he went a bit too overboard with that. Like I told him and Destiny both that like that's a bit, too far.
Well, fuck. Like, here's the thing with Destiny. I ended up calling him a pedophile because I get sent stuff where he's talking about all this shit, and like he's friends with this bomb gen guy who's spreading child porn in his servers. And it's like, wow, this is a mess. I hate the internet already, and I'd been here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Although to be honest, like your time with Destiny is some of the most entertaining shit I've seen in my entire life.
People still love you for.
Like Mercedes Benz is like.
Do you know what happened with that?
What's
Okay,
it?
I know that Destiny doesn't know cars. So I'm trying to get him to slip up, but he's reading his chat because, of course, I forget he's gonna do his stream over there too. Everybody on the cunt streams retards. Vamp doesn't know fuck about cars, so Vamp starts talking about how they're not the same thing. Vamp, shut up. What do you think? Like, you can hear me say it. I'm like, Vamp, shut up. And I'm trying to get him to say they're different things. I have two. I have a red one. I have a black one. They're both outside. I can show you pictures. They're very sexy. But Vamp fucked up my game plan because you never let your fucking woman in there. Hence why she's never been on the Kumite with me. In case you've ever been curious about that. She fucks up my flow. She ruins my gimmick there. So she has to stay on the side.
Yeah, she chose
shit-
it out. Yeah.
It did give Destiny a meme win.
It was a good meme.
Yeah,
It was
we get to go back and forth on something because he was getting his shit kicked in on everything else. But that's because if you go back and watch that show, like Destiny comes on, he's like, "What do you what do you want to talk to me? I don't want to talk to you. I don't know you. Who are you? Get the fuck out. I don't want to deal with you." I knew it like 5 seconds into talking to him, and we just oh god, oil and water. We don't mix. We don't mix at all.
Like people and midgets.
It makes for great content though. Like when you guys are fighting, it's like I don't really watch Destiny that much, even though he probably like I owe him the most because like most of my
I'm gonna
subscribers are
take a
Destiny
break. Have a
subscribers.
smoke. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Like I don't watch your stuff, but if I see like someone like you or what's this other guy? No bullshit in there. Like I love that shit. It's good.
Well, it's because we're just dudes, and we have the biggest aversion to people like Destiny because we just don't like them. It's not even that. Like, I know what he is. Like, he's like, I will argue this, and I like to read about this, and I think about these things. Like, he overthinks.
Did you ever see him do his learning streams? He puts on like a video of like someone teaching something at like 1.5
After
times
he
speed
talked to me,
while he's playing a game. While he's playing a game,
somebody
he'll do
sent me
that.
a
It's like,
fucking
are you
thing.
fucking Daryl?
No, he made a fucking like circle graph about how
Yeah.
he won the match against me or something.
Yeah, that was paid.
Yeah, he does that shit.
When I saw, dude,
He's
I
on
was like,
hockey.
oh, God. And I don't get him. But to be fair, like I fuck with people with like the undefeated record thing. Like
Well, they
that's
hate
a
that.
gimmick.
They hate that.
People freak out about it a lot.
Yeah.
So I keep doing it. It's just a joke. I thought they'd be fine.
Yeah, I can believe it. Like he's a Wikipedia intellectual, Destiny. You know, it's a thing. Like I don't mind him as much, probably because like there's a lot of other shit that I have to mind. You know.
Yeah.
I don't mind him that much. If I'm around him, I mind him because I never want to be. I don't like him. But like, I don't sit around and think about Destiny, like ever.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Like, I can't do that with people. But like in this situation, it's like, okay, maybe if after I got that thing about Strawman when he was talking to V there, maybe I shouldn't have been as dismissive of things and been like, okay, I'm just gonna wash hands because it seems a lot more fuckery was allowed to go on and people were allowed to be shit on. That's not.
You see how difficult it was for me to summarize it without saying anything in particular. Yet, even when I told you that stuff, like there's so much more detail that because like you say, like it's difficult to like talk about, but it's like you know.
All right.
The evidence is all there.
Right now, they're trying to paint me as a liar. That's why they got Andy to like. By the way, they told Andy what to say that I lied about. I can prove everything that Andy said that I lied about is not true.
Yeah.
Like even little shit. Like, oh, he didn't show up this day. He wasn't really bullshitting. Like I have the fucking like DM where it's like, I'm not gonna show up on this day until about this time. Just gonna say my internet. I'm just quitting the internet again because they were always saying I'm gonna quit the internet. So I was like, I'll just say it again. Fucking like it's like 2 days in advance.
And of course, he has a little clip up now. Andy Worski today, 22 seconds. It's called the Kumite. That's just 22 seconds of him like moving like a monitor and wire moving his thing, whatever like silently. Isn't that clever? He's a little piece of shit.
I think he fucked up his stuff.
No.
Well, no, he used a different OBS setting probably and fucked it up and didn't take it down. Here's the problem with that. That shit gets flagged down for anything now.
It has all three of you on it too. It's the green.
Ugh. Well, that's the thing. I try not to hate Andy because I know that this shit happens because he freaked out because of his money. He's afraid.
Oh, and he went off on Kraut like a couple days ago too, like out of nowhere. Like
I went off on Kraut because I thought fucking
no on his show, like he was yelling about like the doxing survey. I mean, he went off for a while. Like, where did this come from? Who triggered this? Probably his admin. They know something's coming. They're trying to distance themselves from it. Like, that's why I think if you wait too long, you're going to lose all momentum, and they're going to set another narrative. If you make it look like they're desperate, and you go as soon as possible, then it's like they're desperate, and this is why. Like you can see how they're behaving.
Exactly. That's why I advocate your option because it's the easiest option, and Kraut could come back if he really wants to.
But what is that nuclear option?
What you were saying, I think, starts on nuclear because that would then you got to do the whole thing, and then we could bring that over to the Ralph retort at night. So
that night, it would pretty much instantly get into the Ralph retort.
It'd be like a boom, like a big, massive explosion. And of course, people come home from work at different times.
Hold on, here's the thing. When it blows up, it starts to do shit. Give it a second for you to say anything about stuff, Kraut. Yeah. Who is the guy?
He's not here right now.
He's not. I think who would be the guy he trusts to the side more than anybody?
I'd say
Sargon's got his V. Who does he got? David.
David.
Oh God, don't send David. People fucking hate
Yeah,
him.
people hate
There's
David.
This is the part that you get. Like most of the right wing friends of Kraut are gone.
Well, they hate you, but they deal with you. They won't deal with. They hate that motherfucker.
I honestly don't know. I don't know why they hate me. I've been completely fair to everyone.
You're pretty rough at times, but I like that.
No, it's not. He's rough at times. He's annoying. Okay, it doesn't matter if he's fair. He gets annoying after like.
I like that too.
Look. It's simple. I'm a very simple man. I just follow what my gut says, and you know, and I have no concern for anything else.
That's fair enough.
Sorry,
Well,
man.
there.
What's that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, please.
Yeah, there is one plan I had.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but if you're willing to do the streams, this will work better. So after your streams, we're gonna make a show called Nuremberg Live. Remember I was only following orders trial for the Nazi soldiers.
Oh,
We were gonna go on there. I could probably use that. I'm definitely gonna be on there because I'm with the meme artillery at this point.
hold on. We will, depending on how big this blows up, we can get 500 to some shit at it. If it goes like that, and you do a stream right after, where you
Are you
is that
ready
what
for
you're
it?
talking about?
Yeah, just right after even right after the stream, doesn't matter. Somewhere in the same week, we just invite the people on that are going to accuse us of lying and misconstruing things, and we're just going to ask them some questions. We're going to have everyone they fucked over on the stream.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
well, it's gotta be after like Kraut is fully redeemed for that. You know, you don't wanna hold a trial where you don't have
Exactly,
any
but
moral
that's
authority.
exactly. But no,
we
when
will
we make
hold a fake trial. I've got no problem with that.
exactly, we're going to have show trials, and we're going to have
You can open up your victory lap right fucking after and funnel everybody fucking in there, and by the end of the fucking day, it's gonna be a hell of a narrative out there.
exactly. We're bringing it one at a time. When someone else wants to come in the fucking show trial, okay, kick you, bring that one person in, and just go after him.
Yeah, fuck with them. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you think that would be good?
When
Yeah.
if it goes out, the initial blow up that happens, it'll work probably because they'll be looking their wounds right after that. Definitely right after that.
All right.
Here's the thing. If here's the thing. If worst case scenario, they're going to start panicking. What happens then? What do you do when they start freaking out? A person like a Braving Ruin gets there and he starts freaking the fuck out.
Oh, on stream?
No, he's like, let me on. Do you have a rebuttal
To his claims or to them freaking out?
like? Is the proof going to be enough to be what the fuck on it?
Tonka, I don't think it really matters. We have the dogpile factor already.
We gotta watch the argument sometimes. Like what I was doing to like Kraut, like the first time I talked to you guys, I was just manipulating the argument. Like if you're good at manipulating the argument, people that aren't very quick in the audience will just get caught up and then go, "Wow, he couldn't directly answer that. He must be smart."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I unfortunately I do because I know a lot. Like for example, Brave and Ruin, I will bring certain people up like the straw man. I'll bring, especially if his interaction with a lot of the drama and the Drolasta thing, which we haven't talked about. He had to do extra digging than he let on to get some of her information. And her information was on Cal. I wonder how that got out that easy. I start questioning things on Horse, and how did these DMs somehow end up on Cal from Horse, your right-hand bucko? Things that I definitely know. That's what it matters if someone like me is there, and I'm probably going to be there for some of those.
Look, it's the real problem. I think it's going to be the chat if we hold one of those streams, because whatever you can.
Do you
say
mind
about
if I give the
DMs.
invite to Sargon and V?
Oh wow!
Oh,
This? Yeah, okay.
V just DM'd me with a couple of screen caps. Sargon just asked me what is JF's plan.
I gave it to them. I'm the one who handed that off. V, you fucking shithead. I said, don't say shit. Where the fuck? Get him in here so I can scream at him.
It's V. God damn it, he did the same.
Don't
thing.
say shit. I'm telling Sargon. I'm telling Kraut. I'm telling you, motherfucker.
Come on, Nate. I'm
Actually-
only telling a few people plus their friends.
I was just telling him that because I was like, tell Sargon not to like say any more shit because they're gonna try to make a fool of him.
Oh, okay.
That's why I told him that.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of tell Sargon to not say shit. Don't show him anything because I don't know if Sargon showed. God damn, I need drink. I'll be right back. Not like I don't drink. I'm talking about Dr. fucking Pepper. Coffee.
All right, should we take bets whether or not Sargon even knows who I am, and if he does, can he pronounce the name?
If it joins, we don't talk about the NSA nigger.
No, don't bring it up ever again. He doesn't get brought up ever again.
Yeah, he doesn't get brought up ever again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we had to tell people to never bring him up ever again.
Dodge a bullet. Dodge a real bullet with him.
I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, we've been over this. Stop talking about.
I know. Like it's pretty clear that fucking Ian Mas-Chong gave us this to fuck us. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
He was telling me that he thought he knew. He's like, I know who he was. He's dangerous. Like I was talking to him today about that, and he knew. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. But Miles, I don't know what's going on.
I don't trust him either because Ian Mas-Chong also fucking lied about me when all this fucking drama happened. But for some reasons, he seems to have a vested interest in me not coming back, and I don't know what exactly it is.
Well, just know that there's.
I can help you out on a lot of things with Ian. He just recently got fired. I essentially employ him. He'll be. Like the other day, he went on fucking some guy, Pogo or Fagatron or something. He immediately put out an apology on it. Like he's more malleable.
All right.
Yeah, Bering just shut him down. He's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I hate to say Ian's for sale, but he's a little for sale. This motherfucker, what is he doing?
No, that's why he's on the show. I get paid nothing.
Right.
I move bricks for a living. I'm a real man.
I'm a man now. I'm a man now. I'm a man now.
That ruined me that day.
I remember I listened to it a few times. You were giggling the whole. I'm playing Subnautica. The gas gets on, and like for like the last 45 minutes of the stream, it's just like people totally high and giggling for no reason.
Oh, Sargon sent that message ages ago.
Hell, even he's happy that fucking ruin's gone. Thank Lord.
Yeah.
How much does Sargon hate me?
You?
I don't think he hates you. I think he doesn't care.
Okay, good.
It's real life right now.
Good.
I haven't talked to him in ages as well. You have to know that when all this drama broke, I wanted to get fucking off the internet.
No,
And I went off the internet.
That's actually funny because I thought you hated my guts.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I blocked you before I could have feelings about you.
dude, I retweet Pascal a couple times and said that your wrestling sting was goofy and funny and not to take you seriously. That's it.
I don't.
Like, I actually like your
you
show.
were going at me about something to do with JF.
Oh no. Pascal asked me that. Like, yeah, that was it. Because
and I was like, I don't even fucking know him. Because I didn't. And then everybody's like, read these 40-something pages of court documents. I'm like, fuck you.
Dude,
yeah, that's the thing.
Are some of the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah. Actually, like, God, I had to delete that.
There's this amazing part where the court psychologist or psychiatrist.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. He asked the girl, the retarded girl, because JF claims he wants to have a family with her. And the psychiatrist asks her if she thinks she's capable of raising a child, and she says nothing for 2 minutes and then says, I like animals and have 3 cats.
Oh, the part where he like fucks up the entire proceeding and then sends a handwritten letter telling you like, hey, I fucked up, but I want to go through this shit anyways.
That was his third trial. His fourth. That's his self-professed fourth trial, and he's still asking for like a mulligan.
Yeah, and you know what's the awful part of our whole entire legal system is that they give him those fucking mulligans.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Apparently they're having fun. I did read one part where apparently her dad kicked his shit in, and that's probably why he's cross-eyed now.
Yeah.
I mean, when a billion people keep making you read these pages. Oh, God damn it. All right, fine.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, Tonka, that I do apologize for being part of the dog pile. I was just like following the hype on that one. I can tell you that.
That's fine. That's what most people do. It's just I got so tired of being told to read court documents. So I do a morning show, and I like to watch not any of this. And I've just kind of had this thrust upon me,
Yeah, I get you.
and I was so uninterested. And read court documents. It's God damn.
I get you.
I love his ex-wife one better.
I do appreciate the apology. That's mighty white of you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't probably bring this up.
God, go ahead. I was very
just gonna
mean to
say
you.
we know someone who talked with his ex-wife.
with
and
his.
With JF's ex-wife, yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Well,
And
don't
with the family of the retarded girl.
she
who basically
comments on
just-
his shit still. You know that, right?
Sorry, what?
She comments on his shit still. You know that?
The retarded girl?
Yeah.
Really?
It's in her head.
Jesus Christ.
She's slow.
She's
She's generally.
still in the chat. She still comments on his shit.
Holy fuck.
She still wants that cooking show. He
That's
was going to cook
scary.
for her. That was like his thing to get her into his house. He was going to cook for her, teach her how to cook. On a cooking show.
To be honest, I
Mm.
feel for the parents. Like if that were my kid.
I'll be in prison for murder. I'm serious because that's
And he did that after he called the police on his pregnant girlfriend and made up like some fake story that she was beating him up when they're like out of their house, the condo. The cops couldn't
Wait,
believe
wait,
she
wait.
could
To be fair, she
The,
could
the,
beat him
the,
up.
the self-proclaimed Chad libertarian called the police and made up a fake
Yes.
story about his girlfriend.
Yeah, so they called him on it, and that I found those documents. Okay, that was me, but like I found those because I thought they're hilarious, and he kept saying like, no psychiatrist. I'm now doing like the Frito Bandito. No psychiatrist like evaluate me. Like I'm not a narcissist. He was like, I'm like, now that struck a chord with me. So I went and got the one with his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, whatever he wants to call her, and the Duke University thing where he was preying on the students. And you know, I know some people in Duke, okay, and I know the fact that they don't like him. Like I knew that beforehand. Like they wanted to get rid of him because of him using their computers to spy on other people at Duke that work there at Duke. And that was actually in the case a bit too. So I wanted to make sure other people knew. Like the reason why he's on academia is that academia thinks he's a creep. He preys on the students. The students admit it, and he admits it. He was preying on the people that work there. And his pregnant ex-girlfriend, he actually kicked her out of their condo, their town, what the fuck, whatever. And he claimed that she was beating him up. And he was sitting there, and he was waiting for the police to come by and try and have her taken from the house. And he's like, oh, she's violent, she's beating me up. And she's like, she's a small, well, he's a small man, but she's a small Asian woman and there's no bruises. Well, you know. So that didn't go over well.
And all of this is public? Or did you fish that up yourself?
I set them all out.
Yeah.
Because some people on Reddit were gonna like, they're gonna like think about like, oh, maybe we should get this stuff and we should leak it out slowly. I'm like, fuck this. You're not going to do that. I'm not going to listen to this for another 4 months. Boom, it's gonna go out there. Fuck you guys. Done.
Yeah. That's how those things get like out of fucking, you know.
That was public
Boy.
stuff, but he was just like lying about it. It's like when you read it, it's like he has been evaluated by a court psychiatrist, and he has narcissistic personality disorder with delusions of grandeur. And there are multiple people, like in the child courts, the police, people at Duke University, like they all say the same thing: that he is narcissistic, he lies, he has delusions of grandeur, he is like perverse. He takes things without their permission. He uses things without permission. Like none of them want him around.
Yeah, they changed the sexual harassment policy at Duke after he left.
He's that bad.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. People like say like, oh, he raped her like the potato stuff. He's worse than that. He's probably like worse than what the people think, and he just no, don't make fun of JF. You guys are making it all up. You're picking on JF. No, he really is.
Oh, the point I was trying to make with
Sorry.
like the 3 or so videos I made on the matter was that like it doesn't matter if he gets convicted or not. It's still rape.
It was a procedural attack.
Yeah, it
Prosecution
was
was pathetic.
basically it wasn't even procedural. It's just that like, you know, like
Step by
the
step.
prosecutors got better shit to do.
Yeah.
Simple as that, you know. They're not, you know. But technically speaking, fucking a mentally retarded woman is rape in North Carolina.
Yeah. and he didn't fight against it. Hey, V.
Wait.
You,
Why was I given a link?
you fucking, you show. Did you show the things that I gave you?
No, he got them from somewhere else.
Okay.
No, I got them from you.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker.
No, I swear to God, I didn't.
You just said
Yeah,
you
you
gave
can-
them to him.
You
got
can swear
them
to
from.
God as much as you want.
God is not here today, B.
I can show you the logs. I can show you receipts from who he got.
Me, if you want me to lie for you, you got to give me some shekels.
Oh, hold on. Is this on air? Is this?
No.
Oh God, no. Wrong
No.
people.
Okay.
Wrong people.
Damn it.
Hey, there's
There's three other people giving him stuff. And I think this one he got it from Short Fat Town. He's gathering things in order to do a dumping with Scrum.
Short fat talk.
a dumping with.
Is it really?
Oh no.
There's also Joachim that's giving me stuff.
Oh,
Of course,
good.
it's Joaquin.
Oh, good. This is
It's a
is
shit
nice
storm.
and motherfucking messy. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's way too much of a clusterfuck.
There's Zoom and Zeph talking about Brave and Ruin fake leaving the internet.
Yeah. There's that.
Apparently Joachim is suing Zoom, like he's got the FBI involved for the fake swatting thing.
What?
Oh god. Good luck for that.
It's domestic terrorism in the United States. Oh, by
No,
the way,
he does have something because they recorded their celebration on stream
fucking
because
Yeah.
geniuses.
Oh, you know, V, like people were coming after you about like the alt right was harassing you and stuff too. People were making fun of that. You were right. You were right, V. I feel you're right.
I told him that I
Sorry
got
about that.
I
Yeah.
got in contact with him earlier. Hey, V's Black Bill again.
Hi.
I will be playing some video games.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Like before, I thought it was ridiculous, but like you know what, you were actually going through some shit, and no one believed you. I'm
It's going for some shit. You know what I should have done? I should have sent normies to their board. And that's what I should have done. I've been talking to Blackville about this. They can run out of milk to milk a lol cow, but the lol cow will never run out of normies to send to their board.
Oh.
unless he hides his channel, then goes on Twitch and begs for money, and then comes back and tries to bring his channel back, and it's all fucked up, and he gets community strike.
Yeah, but I would never run out of channels to make. Like
No, that's DSP. That's DSP. He actually did that today.
Yes, we did that. Yeah.
Yeah, at least he didn't take the Coach Red Pill approach.
Yeah, George money.
What's the Coach Red Pill approach?
Here's exactly what he did. He goes offline in a couple of minutes, and then he starts DMing people for support and like to go on his stream like a desperate fucker.
Yeah.
I think Kraut has already told you about the conversation I had with him. Very unsettling.
Yeah, he says he wants to make a video to clear his name. That's a good thing. I think,
Yeah.
We are still planning. We're still planning.
There-
I think you got a lot of more material now with JF talking to Zoom. Hey, did you notice that?
Big thing. All right, now you Maddie shared the other things before. You can't tell people that I talk to Kraut.
No, I'm not telling people.
There is a reason.
I'm-
I may eventually lie to help.
it's
We're owed one gay op.
One gay op. That's what it's called. One
One
gay op.
op to kill all ops.
It's a good game. Okay.
Mother of all ops.
The op to end all
Well,
ops.
I don't know. I'm not involved in any op or anything like that. But
All you have to do.
You are
is just
now.
say You
Or
don't
no.
know that we're talking.
yeah.
All the op is that me and Kraut are going to pretend we've never spoke.
Okay.
That is the op.
The thing that I found funny is that the moment Sargon points finger at JF throws Zoom under the bus.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. That was really... Oh no, the soy father is on to me.
I find it frustrating that Sargon had to make it public immediately because we would have milked more out of him. We would have milked. So we were just pretending to be stupid. Like when Zeph approached me and said, like, I run with the anime mafia now. I just responded with, oh, what's your favorite anime? It's just trying to get as much out of him as possible.
it worked at the time, man. He started just screen capping stuff he was talking with Zoom to get you on board.
I mean, how dumb does JF have to be to
be
honest,
that he's working with Zoom?
He's not
Zeph
dumb.
is dumber.
Let me explain, right? JF has a personality cult. If you expose him to be a child fucker tomorrow, they will not disavow him. Like he's still going to have his fan base. There is absolutely nothing you can do to change these people's minds.
I don't care about Sheeple. I don't care about his Sheeple. The Sheeple can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
On the farm, it's too late to get him out.
No. See, this is where you're wrong. There's always a way to kill a fan base. You make people ashamed to be a part of that fan base.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Actually,
Hey, the gentleman goes on a stream and says, "I will lie and fuck with people if it benefits me." You know, he goes on a stream and says, "I have used Andy, and I'm proud of it," and no one cares. It's like, holy shit! If any of my skeptics would have done anything remotely similar, they would have lost their fan base.
Oh yeah,
he went on stream and admitted to statutory rape, and
she loved it.
And she enjoyed it. For fuck's sake,
it's not rape, but come on, a white nationalist having sex with someone that's not genetically pure, you know,
it's statutory rape, as in like it meets like the statutory guidelines. You know,
no, it's not. Like here's the thing, right? If she didn't have what is it called, like a guardian, you know, like a paper from the doctor saying that she's not capable of consenting, then it doesn't count because he wouldn't have known.
No, V, it doesn't matter because he said that she was mentally retarded, and you cannot fuck the mentally retarded in North Carolina.
There's different levels of mental retardations and abilities to give consent.
But he admitted that she was mentally retarded. So you can take whatever he's saying. There's different levels of mental retardation. But in North Carolina, there's only one mentally. It's a binary choice. Either you're mentally retarded or you're not mentally retarded. And he admitted that she was mentally retarded.
Look, I don't care who he puts his dick into. All I care is that the guy is a piece of shit. You know, you don't go and you say, yeah, I've been using this guy. I've been using Andy for so long. And, oh, Tonka, you're a bad person for not using Andy correctly. Like,
yeah, can you believe that? Shame on you.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, V, just out of interest, is Uzalu still in that? Is Uzalu still in private talking? Now, is he still talking about how great JF is? Because I remember 8 months ago he was running around going, JF is such an amazing content creator.
No,
he's the best content creator.
Even he thinks JF is a piece of shit.
Wow. Oh, wow. Like 7 months later, a lot of bridges burnt later, etc., etc., he finally realizes, oh dear, I was doing the bidding of a creep.
No one knew at the time, you know.
Oh, I saw right through what he was.
I mean, if you read those documents, you would know.
I love it when Tonka brought the documents. He just magically disappeared. I just saw that stream yesterday. It was whimsical.
No. Okay. Yesterday when I started talking, okay, I'll say, V asked me if I want to talk to Sargon, and I'm like, about what time? So he sends me a time. I go and check the time, and I try to get back on Twitter, and I've been flagged. And I can't get logged back into Twitter because phone. And it was just really fucking annoying.
Flagged on Twitter or on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, well, Tonka, since we're in a secret thing here, I'm going to give you a little secret.
Oh,
I don't run my own Twitter account. I haven't run it for almost a year.
Who is that?
Because when I made my... No, I'm not going to say. Various people have run it over the time because when I made my last Twitter account, like I was famous for my fucking spurgs. I was approached by friends who said, you can't run your own Twitter anymore. You're too mean. You're ruining your own image.
I loved your Twitter. I loved you read it.
By the way, Tonka, you remember now when you accused me of doxing Coach Red Pill?
Well, by your definition, you did.
Oh my god. The thing is, right, the guy only did character assassination, right? He only made lies about people. In the hopes that
your definition, shithead.
We are airing so much laundry tonight.
Okay, that was an 8-hour stream. That was an 8-hour stream with you and V. Let's not have that stream again.
Me and V, dude, we get a. I like V. Okay, he is good people. It's just everything we talk about in so far today has been like this. It's so
good fucking shit.
Yeah, me and V get along. V is a good man.
It's healthy at the very least.
Yeah, we're very honest with each other.
I like animals and have 3 cats.
If you keep saying that, JF is gonna fuck you.
The thing is, it's not all of the alt-right. Joachim, for instance, he's trying to help. Like, he contacted me to warn me that the Zeph and Zoom are planning an op.
Joachim is a good man, but he's a flawed man. He is a pathological fuck up.
I'm curious, the Brave and Ruin fake leaving the internet. What is that all about?
It's an op because he knows what's coming.
You fucking know.
That's the funny thing. I wanted to set up Braving Ruin talking to the journalist, so that to give Braving Ruin a chance to talk the journalist out of making the article, but Braving Ruin went on a spurg, so that chance is lost now.
All right.
He
But it could still.
do it. He would have done. Like, if a journalist wants to write something, I spoke with these people in the past. They're pieces of shit. They will twist every word.
No. This guy's actually pretty nice. He's not an SJW either, but he finds it funny. Basically, the only reason why he wants to write the piece is because he finds it funny that a North African guy is a Nazi.
What? He's North African? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Edgy is North African. He's Egyptian. He's half Egyptian.
I wish I didn't heard that.
That Binks thing.
No, I mean, he's Edgy the Arab.
Like, none of these, like, white supremacist fascists happen to be white. You notice that? Like, maybe Richard Spencer, but, like, they're all, like, Latinos, or they're African. Like, what? How did they fuck up?
Well, I heard the rumor. That JF is also part Jewish.
Well, the thing about Edgy, his dad is literally a refugee, a Egyptian Christian refugee who came to the United States in the 80s because Christians were persecuted and murdered in the streets in Egypt back then.
Yeah, but I guess there's a difference between legal refugee and, economic migrant.
Hold on.
Yeah, perception.
A bit too much information at once.
No, not that. Again, I'm going to help you, but you got to give me a word here.
Under circumstances, you don't even have to help me. I'm just
No.
enough
I
to
want
know
the
that...
help. If we're going to do anything, and you come out and not get fucked, then you have to know some things.
Yeah.
So I am willing. I will share, but you can't say it came from me. I just want to make sure that if you go in to do this, you have something that refutes this and this and this and
To
this.
plan it out, they're gonna like I was telling you, like in the first time we were in that Discord server, and like I said, I did that argument with you where I was just twisting your words. Like, you got to be ready for that. But if you are, you're going to win. You got to prepare for that.
And I can promise you right now, nobody will find out that we were talking today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I promise it will benefit you monumentally more to just let me share this with you. Don't fucking say where you got. He'll know this is for me because I'm the only retard who's gonna ask questions like, where the fuck? Why are you two even? Where did you even meet each other? I'm the only one that dumb. Okay, so I talked to him before he left, and he said, if I don't come back, just post something so they know. So I posted that, and I'm fine for the record. I never agreed to talk to Kraut, so you should correct it. So I did that. All right. You should make sure Jim sees the audio clip of Kraut that you posted. General consensus among people who have heard it on my end is that it's another op. As far as I know, there's no longer anybody on the inside. So it's probably staged. He's uninterested in undermining the people he named there for not going down with the ship. Sargon, Layman, Bunty King, all those people threw him under the bus and did not try to save him. Is all this ringing a bell? Like, are you aware of all of this being?
No.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, let me see it again. So,
Oh.
Jesus, why? All right.
The Bounty King thing is partially true, but I don't blame Bounty because when all the drama started, he seemed legitimately scared for everything.
I believe it. But he was apologizing to me. I didn't even know what was going on still. Like, he's that guy. I believe it. He was worried. He's a lot like Failure. He just wants people to get along and he gets worried. He has an interest in claiming Jim was in on everything or in on the CRP thing. So I guess that explains the whole you had sent Jim.
Isn't there the stream with Jim and who was it? Millennial Woes and Brave and Ruin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black
the one
Pigeon
that
speaks.
Coach.
Black Pigeon
Yeah.
Speaks, Aiden Paladin, Martin Struggle, or Marine Struggle, wherever the hell Dick Writer's in his server.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You know what you can point out that Jim always says no one can pressure me into making a video. I'm not going to make a video about JF because the liberalists are pressuring me to make one. And you can show, well, Jim, why did these people pressure you into making a video if you're so, not interested and completely non-political?
Jim made the fucking series on that guy with the glasses because his fans said to make it.
That's fine. It's fine if your fan says to make it.
No. That's being pressured. If you can be pressured on that level, you can be pressured on another level. Like people act weird. He's a guy, but I guess it's like his fans, the fucking Billy Hunters, they are fucking weird about it.
No, but like the guy with the glasses wasn't political, right? My point is that he's like, oh, I'm not going to make videos about JF personally because liberalists want me to make it. And it's like, well, you made a video about Kraut when you had actual people from the political YouTube sphere telling you to make it.
Because he's a coward, but he just wants entertainment. But he is a coward. He's a known coward. He's entertaining, but he's a coward.
I don't think he's a coward. I think he understands that there is an overlap between the alt-right and his subscriber base, and he doesn't want to piss them off.
He doesn't want to start shit though. He doesn't want to start like real shit.
Have you seen the 2-minute 58 audio? Is that the one that you had that split?
That's the one that split.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing with JF is that he's got a very involved audience. Like they will go after you, right? They do shit to you. So I think Jim just wants to keep those people away from him.
All right.
Oh my God.
Screenshots.
I think it's worth.
Oh, Zeph was the one, sir. Yeah, I was slowly figuring that when I saw that clip of how you got that clip from Ruin so quickly. Yeah, he's involved in this too.
Yeah.
He's involved in all of this.
Seth is working with Ruin then.
You read that, right?
Yeah, I read that. But when I saw that clip,
now, honestly, if you want to get like a snipping tool and you want to grab that, I'm positive I'm not the only one who has that. If you want to grab that, like, go ahead. Yeah, grab that. Just for fuck's sake, don't fuck up and let people know you're talking to me.
I got.
I love you.
He's on Kiwi Farms right now. Like, you would not believe what I just heard, me.
They do not believe what I just heard, me.
That used to be me, but okay. So
here's the second one.
Bloody Deagle, really? That's one of Andy's fucking.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Oh, you're gonna see lots of those.
Andy
is that the guy who used to be existential eagle?
Brave and Ruin is the minority.
Well, we have confirmation thanks to the journal that's not. He doesn't live in a rough neighborhood.
You see all right diversity credit.
You know, I really
Brave and Ruin is middle class.
I know Kraut disagrees with me, but I really like Brave and Ruin. I just as a person, he's a nice guy.
As an Arab, yeah. I know you guys used to be ruled by Arabs anyway. So
I've talked to him a little bit, not a lot.
He was the only contact I had in the alt-right, and now he's gone.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, you got Wokeem.
I got Wokeem, yeah, but everyone hates him.
Oh, do I?
Oh. You know why everyone hates him? Because I think he's the only straight white guy in the entire alt-right YouTube
The excuse that they use is that he wanted to dox Zeph.
Sure.
That's the excuse that they use. Meanwhile, you see that Zeph does nothing but run around and dox people and hand it off to people.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, you know what? We need to bring back doxing hashtag. Like I'm sick and tired. Like every time someone does it, it's like, oh, let's moralize it. Meanwhile, they got people like Zoom and Zeph doxing left and right, but you're not allowed to dox them.
Yeah. All right, hold on real quick. It says, I don't know if you have these, but if you don't have it, may mean there's still a guy left in there, maybe. He said, I haven't seen those. No, funny they think that though. I said, okay, nice. So there's someone still in. Like again, I am assuming you have ran him off the internet with his fucking docs. Okay, this is me getting information very, very, very scantily, just whenever I'm at the computer, and I don't talk to you guys. So this is what I got.
You know what's weird? Like, do they know that a video of Kraut proving his innocence is coming? Because everyone is making these ops.
That's what I'm assuming, because this is really weird that all this happens, and yeah, this is just weird. And like I saw I don't know, Vamp has that screenshot where they said we need to get Tonka to move, because if he's not going to buckle to this, then he's not going to lie. Get him to move. And what does get him to move mean? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I know what get him to move means. So they got Failure and Andy to freak out.
I really hate what they did to you, man.
Well, I hate what they did. I can't hate them.
You know, I was looking at it, and it's like, oh, is Tonka in a wheelchair? Is Tonka a wrestler? All of this, to me, seems like character assassination. You said something that pisses them off. They can't attack what you said. So they're just going after, oh, he lied about this. What else did he lie about? Maybe he lied about the thing we can't dismiss.
Yeah. Kraut owns vibrating nipple clamps. Blah, blah, blah.
Shit, that's no one's business. Yeah.
Well, they're jealous about that. But...
Wait, are you talking to Lynn right now?
Yeah.
Wait, I need to refresh the hangout.
Okay. Wouldn't.
How was everybody's day?
Pretty good.
Things are going pretty well. Like with every part, like for the past 2 weeks, with every passing day, we've gathered more and more information showing. And the funny thing is, we get most of this information through their fuck ups and through people coming to us who looks into this and realizing that the alt-right is full of shit.
Yeah.
They are so thirsty for Sargon, man. Like for 6 months, they tried to find something on them, and for 2 weeks, we tried to find something on them, and look how much info is coming.
Fucking. They can't even make their own ARC server. Like they're trying to get into his. They literally can't make their own ARC. It's fucking sad.
By the way, are you Geek Thulu? Because you have the same voice.
Me?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Oh, don't you fucking stupid. You fucking stupid. I'm not afraid of Ouija. Ouija. That's Geek Thulu. Oh my god.
I only know him from Tommy C stream where like he just dropped the ball hard while calling on Tommy C.
Oh, by the way, you might not know this. I know from Tommy that you've been talking to Tommy. Like for weeks I've been knowing that because Tommy and I are really good friends.
Oh, me?
We know each other. Yeah.
Oh,
Tommy and I know each other really well.
That was the weird thing that happened with Zoom. Where
he's a good guy. Like there's a lot of American soldiers who are stationed in Germany and who fuck German broads and get them pregnant and then they go back to the US. He's one of the few who decided to stay here and take care of the kid. I have a lot of respect for that because he could have just fucked off back to New Jersey.
By the way, Joachim thinks that Kraut is responsible for a lot of the ops that are going on.
He's blaming Kraut.
Yeah.
I'm literally moving bricks. I have to go to work in 3 hours.
3 hours.
I told you, Kraut, you're the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be the supervillain. Medica would love to see you actually come back as like some sort of supervillain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But by the way, Joaquin was also he's fucking shred. Damn, was one of the leakers from the server as well from the old day.
Mm-hmm.
Joachim, he was one of them.
He infiltrated my task force server.
He was part of
it. Yep.
Part of that whole gay op. I didn't know that till recently.
The funniest thing is that in that server, we were literally working on videos. We were working on a response video to JF, another video on Old Type, a 4-part series on Imperial Japan, anti-Holocaust in our videos. That's the shit we gathered there.
Well, the thing that you did wrong, honestly, is the quote-unquote doxing of Coach Red Pill. Aiden Paladin said you didn't dox her, so that doesn't count. But the Coach Red...
Aiden Paladin says a different thing every day. You know that Aiden Paladin posted her own nudes on Paul?
I don't care. Why did he do that, though?
Potential.
Goatus.
Goatus.
I saw her. You know what's coming now, Black Knight. The memes.
Yeah.
Oh, who else did they say you doxed? Alternative hypothesis.
Sinatra
Oh.
says.
Oh, alt hype. That's a big lie. I know where he is doxed, and I know where it's from. It's from 4chan. And honestly, I'm going to say this: he was there in his own thread where they had his docs screeching at them about it, so he already knows.
Well, Keem was.
No, alt hype.
Alternative hypothesis.
Yeah. I mean, I can post that in the server if you want.
Oh, I'm sure that went fucking rough.
Yeah, I'll leave it alone because I don't want to. When it sends information like that.
Yeah, I'm letting him know I'm not talking to anybody. But if I go up here, he has. What do we got? He feels personally wronged by me. I remember one time a couple of Twitter accounts ago, shit ratting this idiot takes me seriously by people he shouldn't be referring to me. See, he has been on YouTube for like 5 years now, never cracked 15,000 subs, despite constantly kissing up to Sargon and bigger people. Long, get 25K in 9 months, my first channel, and when I came back, I got 16.
Who's it talking about? Who's this person that never cracked?
The rat here.
Sure.
Espino, he actually had a lot of subs.
Yeah, this is Espino again.
Yeah, a lot more subs than he had now.
I was just asking, how does it get like this, where like motherfuckers are trying to wreck?
I don't know why you recruited Spider. Honestly, the guy is dumb as a brick, and he doesn't.
I didn't really recruit Spino. That's the funniest part. Like Spino kind of approached me.
By the way, everybody's wondering where the post came of his room. Ian didn't dig that up. Ruin did. He sent it to everybody.
Yeah, he did. I was there. Like, Ian couldn't stop laughing when he saw that. Like he was laughing maniacally.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Now that's quite something.
Now hold on though. Hold on. Now you can't. You gotta. If you can get that from somebody else, do that. But yeah, I get it. Samantha, yeah, it's there. I know.
Why? This son of this bird.
You know.
I was there when Ian got it. I was there when Ian got it. He was laughing maniacally. Like he got a link.
If you notice, when he sent me this, Ian, when he put up the thing, I just I cut it out and I went over her name and shit.
I noticed that. I didn't know it came from him. Oh my
and it's like, it's no problem. I want to do the right things, even if I don't understand these ins and outs. You know, this is going to be painted as a villain for them for things, right? I was talking about the, if you put that out, you'll be painted as a villain by them for that thing, right? And he sent me this picture and this, and I don't even know. Anyway,
by the way, Tonka, why do they hate you?
I won't lie.
No, is it because the official reason is that you broke Andy and JF. That's what they believe.
I guess that's what they go with, but I saw a thing where they said that I had to be moved because I wouldn't go along with things, so I needed to be moved.
Well, what were the things that you should have done?
This was like a month and a half ago. I didn't get it then. I get it more now. But I'm the one who tried to get him to stick with JF because he had tanked his channel to do a show with JF. Again, I don't know as much as you guys, but I was on record with that shit. Like I was saying it constantly.
We were trying to tell you what's going on, but
no
one believes it, really.
Well, no, I'm talking business with Andy. Yeah. Business-wise, if you put food on the fucking table and you've tanked your channel as a place of content and this kind of stuff, and you're legit just doing this show with JF and you are living off super chats, then you should probably keep that going because you can't go back to the other thing now that you've tanked it. You definitely tanked it.
Andy should have never hired JF. I told him this. And Andy didn't know. It's like why everyone is saying, "Oh, your channel turned out right." It's like, well, you hired a person that's kissing ass to this ideology, Andy.
Could have been.
And at first, at first JF was like, "Oh, I wasn't really outright. I was just entertaining the idea." And then towards the breakup, he says, "Andy, I told you, you need to go full on with the idea. You need to go full on to go balls deep. You can't just entertain it."
Yeah. By the way, Kraut, those memes, I think I've told you this, but they give me nightmares.
I know. That's exactly why I'm sharing them.
Yeah, they give
I
me.
saw her move, so you don't have to.
All right. Hold on. This is the thing that I had heard. I think they are holding it down. They met today with some people, like a little media tour. That's what I was hearing, that you guys had went around and talked to people that day. I know you have someone on the inside. I said more than one because I was. I can. It's a guy on Twitter named like Redacted and Google Skynet. But goddamn, again, don't. I am giving this to you because I think that you are right. I think that you did get fucked. I think it is a really gay op, and I'm just letting you know what the rebuttals are going to be here. Talk to the media about me, because if they are, people need to know they're doing this. Just when I was starting to calm down too, I'll be honest, man, I'm freaked out having people just bug you because you can't tune out. These people are journalists. I'm a Nazi, white nationalist, all this other stupid shit they call me that I'm not. They want me to be one of these people who get doxxed by the media and has their life destroyed. I said I can't tell if it's the media. I just saw that it's somebody sent me screenshots that you guys had went around and talked to people. It was not Rariach. I do know they are saying they are the one who is organizing doxing servers. They will likely have.
Hold on. Apparently, I got a message from Tiwi, the anime mafia, saying Zoom really claimed he is working for JF in our Discord. Not sure if true. Probably is, and Zoom is in JF's channel and had DMs open with JF for some reason. Now he wants to contact you because JF betrayed him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's playing shots.
Fucking amazing.
Zoom will play against everybody. He desperately wants e-fame.
He does. All of these people do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But by releasing those DMs, JF confirmed that he's in habitual conversation with Zoom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I should play dumb. I should get him on.
Yeah.
Zoom or JF?
Zoom.
Jesus Christ. V, you don't want to invite Zoom into your fucking...
No. Like, should I talk to Zoom in my DMs?
Be careful with him because
Bad
this is a
plan.
guy who will fuck you. Like this is
what
if
do
you
you
play
guys-
Zoom is only around to fuck with liberal. You do get that, right?
Yeah, but get the proof. Like, Zoom, send me the proof. Like, get the proof from Zoom. No, don't talk to him again. Treat him like shit.
Hold up.
He has
hold
proof.
up.
Get it from him, ZP. You know that.
Again, guys, and I hope ain't nobody sent me no booty pictures recently. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a stream. I don't know if it's done going or if you'll even be able to see shit. Zoom's in there talking about the releasing of the Sargon video. Did I send you this, V?
Which one?
Night B start stream 6/6/2/18. Did you get this?
No, I don't think you did.
Fuck, hold on.
Isn't that the same guy for the stream where Seth said that like he's a marker?
Oh god, it's stuck at 2 hours. I have a feeling that fucking thing is dead. Okay.
You get a copy.
Here. Who the fuck do I need to give this to? I'll put it in your fucking Discord server thing. Let it get done.
Might be the archive. Yeah, let that server's just gonna be the archive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, why don't you keep it like that? I'm fine with it.
Don't
seeing
fucking
like
dare
this-
screenshot that I fucking posted anything in here, you motherfuckers.
My name.
No, we weren't. But this. You have to understand. This for us, this proves something that we have been suspecting for fucking ages.
What's that?
That he is running ops. That he is gathering information on people. That he like. There's this. I used to do this thing on my channel, which I called the open stream. What I used to do is do a live stream on my channel, and then I would just tweet out the invite. Bang. And I just talked to anyone who came on about whatever topic they wanted to talk about. I had to stop that because someone called Existential Eagle, who I know was close to Braving Ruin, kept coming on and dropping my docs and other people's docs. And I always suspected that Braving Ruin was behind that. And it just increasingly looks more and more like Braving Ruin is doing this kind of shit, that he tries to manipulate
people. Are a little
people.
obsessive over here, but here's the thing. Strawman runs with them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we know.
Strawman and Braving Ruin, super tight. And like that's always been the thing that made me feel really funky about shit. But this is a public stream that happened.
The thing is, though, like even if you would expose 100% of it, the question is how many people would actually care.
It's depending.
It's ironic that you asked that because when we exposed Edgy Sphinx of Braving Ruin the first time 2 years ago, We had week-long debates. Who would care if we do that? Would people even care? And in the end, we were right. People did care.
Yeah, but it was a different environment. Yeah, no, it was a different environment on YouTube as well.
I can tell you one thing, that this place will kind of crack up between those who want to run with scum like that and those who don't.